I have all sorts here. I have a couple that I haven't even taken out of the boxes yet.
Put the Dragon Slayer 7 picture up.
This one.
We're doing an unboxing. Oh shit!
Ooh.
Was that Chucky?
No, it's not Chucky Ding Dong.
I think it was.
Did you ever think about all those like things? Like Chucky was probably like the easiest one for you to kill. Like all you needed was like a really long stick and like a golf club or something. Like it's a
I
toy.
just looked at it as he's
steel-toe
a
boot
freaking
will
doll.
do, Justin.
The hell do I need to do other than tear its freaking head off?
I
Steel-toe boot. Boom.
just couldn't understand how that.
You know what? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. You know what? I'll keep that in mind in case we have to fight any animated dolls as part of the campaign.
That's true.
All right, we are back, folks. We are back after a 3-week hiatus, and I don't think I have never been more excited about the future of this campaign than I am right now.
That's terrifying.
I hope you all brought your backup characters. Garth, can we get your beautiful mug on the screen or what? There we go. All right, so quick, good chewing your mouth open. That's what I'm here for. All right, so let's get back into it. Here's a quick recap of where we left off in our last session. So we successfully, the party has successfully navigated through the first level of the Temple of the Tiger King. We laughed, we cried, we hid under tables. There was a mimic in a sink. There were some gelatinous cubes that were, they must have been invisible, especially the second one. And we have fought through. We just about got to the elevator that we've been looking for to get up to the second level of the temple, and we were ambushed by some Mycokins. And it looks like we left mid-combat. We did a round of combat, and I remember Dismas is currently paralyzed by some spectral cracking tentacles that have wrapped him. Gorgo freed himself thanks to one of Torment's portent dice. And we're in the second round of combat, and Torment is up first.
Gorgo, quick, not Gorgos.
All right.
Did you have a gripe with the DM about something with the elevator?
Yeah, I did. I did actually have something I wanted to say. So how long were these guys standing here behind this elevator door shaft for long enough for this batshit to pile up and cover them in, huh?
You know what? That's an
a
interesting
long
question.
time sitting around waiting, no doubt like food and water, like Shane had pointed out. You guys just standing there waiting there. What are they doing?
It's a major plot hole.
You know what? That's a great question. That's a great question. The answer to which could very well be revealed on the second level of the temple.
All right,
I don't know. Maybe they barricaded themselves in.
Oh, from the outside. From the outside.
Maybe that was the Panthers. Maybe the Panther bats were nesting and they couldn't open the door.
So that's their shit.
Maybe.
Exciting. I'm ready for this mystery to unsolve itself.
All right. Well, hey, so Torment, you missed the last session, but you are first to act in combat, pal. Go for it.
All right. Trying to.
And let me just set the scene just so that you know what's going on. So over here, you've got 2 of these acolytes. Those are like spell casting priestesses. You've got a sea captain here and the sea captain here. They have range attacks, so they have crossbows, and they have a couple of battle master maneuvers. And then from where you're standing, you can notice there's another swashbuckler down here, down this hall, and another one over here. And your double fireballs did some damage to these guys, but not enough.
Well, that's my thing. I want to see if I can capture all 4 on that right-hand side. And another fireball.
Okay, so let me move my little measurement template. We got a fireball template already queued up, and you absolutely can.
Then fireball.
All right, so Torment whispers the word fireball, and let's see.
Actually, what Torment does is he into his hand a bit of fire, and his eyes glow as it charges up with greater flame, and then, like a pitcher, looking left and right, takes a big swing and fires it right on that side, and goes
Great.
fireball.
All right, do it. Click it from your sheet so I can see what's the spell save DC.
I just hit it. Did it not show up?
Nope, it did not show up.
You have. Wait, no, I do have 3rd level spell slots.
Maybe you have none left.
Oh, okay. You used all my 3rd level. Now it's 0 for 3 instead of I didn't.
So you could cast it if you wanted to. You could cast it at 4th level. You have 2 4th level spell slots.
I would use it at 4th level then, yes. But it doesn't show up on my 4th level spell slot.
So what you do is look at the top of the screen, click spells, then go down to where it says level 3 and click fireball. Cast at level. Click that drop down. Hit 4th level and then hit cast.
There it is. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, great. So that's a spell save DC of 16. Go ahead and roll damage. So you can just click the damage button.
No, I'm just manipulating through.
Okay. Wow. 9d6, you 22 damage. And let's roll these saves. So the swashbuckler is a 13. That's a fail. The 2 acolytes are a 6 and a 7. They fail the save. And then the sea captain gets a 10. That's also a fail. So they're all going to take 22 damage. The sea captain takes 22 damage. The acolytes take 22 damage each. Not enough to bring them down, but they're in bad shape. This one's got to make a constitution save to maintain concentration on the hold person, and it fails the save. So as the fire rains down and these guys are they're taking damage, Dismas, you feel yourself kind of become freed from the effect. Also, the swashbuckler in the back burns to a crisp. That guy is dead as shit. All right.
Nice.
And with that, do you have any bonus actions you want to take?
So I, because of my abilities, I gain a spell slot in the 3rd level. Because I used a 4th level spell slot, I could gain 2 2s or a 3rd and a 1.
I don't know what that. I don't know what ability that is.
It's part of my divination bit. Like I get spell slots gained back by casting higher level spell slots. I gain lower level spell slots back.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and can you do that yourself?
Yeah, I'm actively doing it. I'm just making sure you're aware that I just gained a 3rd level spell slot and a 1st level spell slot.
All right, that is great. Okay, so these acolytes are up. And let's see, what is the first one gonna do? So the first one, let's see, in retaliation for that, this acolyte kind of raises their hand in the sky. And they kind of like utter this deep speech that you can't really understand. Kind of sounds like throat singing a little bit, like, rah, rah, rah. And then like this black flame of like icky black appears over your head, Rob, and you will need to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, you fail the save, and you're going to take 9 points of necrotic damage. And then the other one does the same thing, and they say, "How dare you attack us with fire?" And does the same thing. Make another save. Dex save. Woo! Nat 20. You deftly move out of the way, taking no damage as this huge black flame kind of comes down from the sky over your head. This next one comes up here, is going to move a little bit into range and see Cassian sort of like nose to nose with this thing. and then she is going to cast. She is going to sort of look at you, and she says, "May the drowned sister curse you." And you need to make a wisdom saving throw, Jess.
I would like you to only use my D&D name. Thank you very much.
Hey, Cassian, make a wisdom saving throw.
Much respect.
Oh, and with an 8, you're gonna fail the save. So you see these like black spectral like kraken tentacles kind of like come up out of the ground at your feet that nobody else can see, and they sort of like wrap you up almost like a straitjacket, then kind of like squeeze around you, and you are paralyzed.
Damn.
There you go. That's that one's turn. And now Cassian, you're up. And let's see. You can't move or take actions or reactions, but you can make another wisdom saving throw on your turn to at least break the effect of this spell.
Okay. And that's my action?
That's your whole turn. So with a 9, you fail the save, and you remain paralyzed.
Great. Super fun.
All right.
At least you have a lot of hit points. Okay, Dismas, you're up, and you are not paralyzed.
I know, sweet. So I saw which one is focusing on Cassian.
This one over here that's like untouched on the side.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoot. Well, I can't reach it, so I'm going to go 1, 2. That's 10 feet. And strike at this beast in front of Cassian here.
Okay, great. Let's see it.
Okay. My swords are all empowered. Let's see if it gives me the right pluses. Ooh, crit.
Okay.
Crit fail.
Oh.
And with a nat 1 on your attack, were you hidden before? Don't you have advantage?
Maybe? No, I just shook off paralyzation, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with a nat 1, just roll a d20. Okay, and with a 10 on the d20, so yeah, you kind of like you go in, you're still kind of shaking.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Look how bad it goes. That's a bad freeze.
Is it me too?
No, you're good.
Oh.
I
That's
have a
weird.
picture of that.
It's just.
It looks like he's rampaging.
Sorry about that. I'm back. Can you guys still see me?
He looked paralyzed. You totally nailed that one.
So anyway, you're still shaking off the grips of the paralyzation, and you kind of fumble with your weapons, and you just lose the rest of your turn. Okay. Next up is Ezekiel.
All right. So my first question is, I feel like last turn it used the confusion spell, but I don't remember. I feel like it did hit one. I don't remember if it was the sea captain, or I don't remember if one of them is.
Yeah, so I just listened to the replay, and it hit the sea captain.
Okay.
But I don't remember what confusion does.
Well, it only works on like his turn, but I gotta check to make sure
It's
not a
kind of confusing. I agree.
I just want to make sure it's not a concentration spell, because if it's a concentration spell, it's not really much else.
Here we go. Confusion. An affected target can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turn to determine.
But it's a concentration spell. Okay, so it is a concentration spell, though. So, I mean, pretty much I have to continue my... Do I have to re-roll it, or can I re-roll?
So if it's a concentration spell for you,
yeah.
then there's only 2 restrictions on you. You can't cast another concentration spell without ending concentration on the first spell. And if you take damage, you have to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration.
Gotcha. Okay, so
that is a minimum DC of a DC 10, and it scales at 50% of the damage you take. So if you take like 22 damage, it's a DC 11.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm going to hold my confusion spell on the sea captain, and I'm going to. I can still use a cantrip though, right? Because it's not a concentration spell.
You can cast any first level spell that doesn't require. You can cast any spell. You can do anything on your turn except a different concentration spell.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. So then I will cast. I can cast dissonance. I'll do dissonant whispers, and I'm gonna cast it on the two acolytes. So one of them is it a? I think it's only one of them. Whatever one is more damaged. The two
So they're
down there.
both in really bad shape.
Okay.
And
So
you also know that the one across the room from you is the one that's attacking Cassian and
Okay.
has her and has him
That one.
in like
Okay.
a hold person.
All right. So now we'll cast on the one that has the hold person. I'll
Which one
use.
is that on the screen, Jim?
I think it's the far left.
This one?
Yeah.
Over here where Shane's arrow is.
Okay, cool.
Okay. And the melody is gonna be the Venga bus is coming, the Venga bus is coming. Do 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 do. So that like noise just like fills that person's head.
Okay. And then so what is so go ahead
It's a
and throw it up.
DC. You have a DC 16 Wisdom save.
Okay.
The finger buzz. Got a
Okay,
six
so
leg.
the acolyte fails the save. What happened?
Yes.
I roll damage.
Okay.
So they take 10 psychic damage and on a sigil and it says the target has to what does it say? The target takes half as much damage and moves away from the target. Is that what it has to do? And must immediately use its reaction if possible to move as far away as its speed allows it from you. So yes, if it fails to save, it takes a 10 damage, then has to move as far away as its speed does.
Okay. So it continues moving away. I have to just check. So it passes the Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration with a 17. And then I just have to double check that hold person doesn't have like a range of, so hold person has a range of 60 feet. So this matters 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it goes to here. And then let's measure, are we 60 feet from Cassian? We are more than 60 feet from Cassian. So
let's go.
Running away from Cassian. All of a sudden, Cassian, you feel like those like spectral tentacles kind of like dissipate from around you, and you are now freed from paralysis.
Okay, and I kind of go like this, and I go, I'm never gonna get that out of my head.
We like to party.
And then I'm going
We like to party.
as
like to party.
a bonus action. I'm going to use an unsettling word against one of the damaged acolytes. So I guess you just roll damage.
What do you say first?
Oh, what do I say? Because I can like speak to it through its mind, right? So I like mentally, I ask it, I'm like, hey, if you were in a room with 100 dicks, how many would you choke on? And what is the answer? I need the answer.
Okay. So, and then as a bonus action, you choose one creature, roll the bardic inspiration die, so that's a 5, and then they must attack that from the next saving throw it makes before the start of your next turn. And she says 5, obviously 5, and she just keeps repeating the word 5 over and over.
I said, well, that's pretty impressive, you dumb whore.
Oh,
jeez.
All right. Well,
boom. 1,000. You ruined it. You're supposed to say 0, and then I go, wow, that's impressive, but it's fine.
Okay.
The joke didn't land. It's okay.
Well, that's that. Do you have anything else to do on your turn?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay, Gorgo, you are up, and Gorgo, you are up.
No, I'm not paralyzed anymore, am I?
No, you're not.
All right, well, let me take that off. I'm no longer paralyzed. All right, so it's my turn. I think it's 30 feet for me to get to this sea captain, 25 feet, so I'm going to go. I'm going to go make a rice-a-roni with this guy. How do I move? Oh, it's not letting me move yet.
Why not? Ezekiel's turn, Gorgo's turn.
All right, there we go.
Because it's your turn. What would you like to do? No, it doesn't.
Gorgo's gonna run over here and make a little smashy, and he's roaring while he smashes overhead, brings it down on top of his head, and he rolls for attack. Normal.
Okay, that's a 23. 23 hits.
All right, let's do some damage. $14.
Okay, great. And with that, your hammer comes down on the sea captain's head, doing 14 damage. And what's it look like when you kill this guy?
The hammer brings his head down to the floor, and with the hammer Maul's head on top of it, the sea captain's head explodes, and his hat reaches the moldy grossness on the ground and like floats down like a feather.
Got it. That happens. Okay, what do you do next?
Gorgo makes sure the acolytes are looking while he scoops up some brain and makes a move over to them. Can I move more than 5?
I think you've already moved 30 feet.
Yeah, I moved 25 feet, but I still can't reach him.
Yeah. So
wait, I have a hammer in my pocket.
okay.
I'm going to throw it.
Okay. Go ahead, roll a d20 and add your dex modifier to it.
What's my dex modifier?
I think +4.
A proficiency? Oh, it's +3.
+3. So roll a d20 and add 3 to it. Okay, so an 18 hits. Go ahead and roll 1d6 damage.
No, not 2d6. 1d6. I'll roll it.
Yeah, so the hammer goes flying end over end like 5, and that's a 5 + 3 is 8. You do 8 damage to the acolyte closest to you, and the hammer like clunks it in the head and kind of goes careening off into the darkness, and it's kind of gets woozy for a second, but she stays on her feet, and then she looks at you and she goes, "You're next," and then she casts Hellish Rebuke.
Gorgo's like, bring it.
Okay, so she does that. So she points a finger at you, and then all of a sudden you're surrounded by these like kraken tentacles. It's all kraken tentacles. These like flaming kraken tentacles sort of swirl around you, and you quickly try to move out of the way. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Does she need to make a roll at all?
She has to use a -5 if it was a save. So
If on her own save.
A dex save, you said?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, and the flaming tentacles kind of like batter your body, like, and you take 11 fire damage.
Dang. All right, Gorgo wipes it off and still stares her down.
Okay, you do that. Next up is Thover.
What does that mean?
What is this right here in front of Cassian?
That is a living pirate swashbuckler wolf, my Koken.
Okay. I will move up to here, and I will cast Sacred Flame on this acolyte here. Oh,
one of them has a -5 on their save.
well, whichever one which one is the lesser of the two, Dan?
Well, the one on the left here has the -5.
Okay, well, might as well go for the best. So you see saving throw or saving DC 16 dexterity.
So she rolls a 14 and fails the save.
Yes.
And with 13 damage, your crackling bolt of white light comes down from the sky. It makes an X-ray of her body, and she collapses to the ground. Smoke comes out of her ears.
Mhm.
Okay, anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Next up is the swashbucklers. The sea captains got their turn skipped for some reason. We'll just go with it. Next up is the swashbucklers.
So the one sea captain couldn't do anything anyway.
This one's in front of Cassian. I know I was looking forward to rolling confusion on the confusion. So this one's in front of Cassian. He's got his rapier out, and he's gonna go ahead and take 2 swings with a rapier. And he's like,
swipe.
"How dare you?"
It does sound a little rapey.
How dare you try and come into our new temple? And so the first roll is an 8, which is a 14. The next one is a 14, which is a 20. Does a 20 hit you?
20 does.
Okay. So you take 11 piercing damage as a rapier kind of like gets you right between the ribs.
Okay.
No.
And then the sea captain that's over here that's like kind of like chomping on a cigar goes, "Hit her again." And then he does. He takes 1 additional swing at you with the rapier. And that is going to be a 14. Does a 14 hit you?
Nope.
Does he add anything to the roll? Sorry, just give me 1 second. I just want to make sure. Commander's strike.
You add scurvy to the roll.
Using its reaction, adding. Okay. Nope. All right, great. So then that's the swashbuckler's whole turn. And now Cassian is up.
Sick. Okay, so I'm gonna freaking just get this guy. Sick of him. Let me.
Okay, so the first roll is a 12. 12 misses.
Okay.
And he says, "Come on, hit me."
Ooh, there we go.
Oh,
You had that one coming, you son of a
And
gun.
the next one is a nat 20. Go ahead and roll critical damage and add yourself a key point back as you kind of come down for this critical hit. Like your ring starts glowing and you feel like some kind of spirit emanate around you, and you regain part of your key while doing 10 damage.
Okay, and then I get I am going to, how does he look?
He was at full health before you hit him the first time.
Okay, so then I am going to okay, I'm going to hit, I get a bonus action of another attack, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do that with my stunning strike. Can I do that?
Oh, wait, so do you want to wait? Was the first hit was a stunning strike?
Yes.
Okay, so find stunning strike in your features
Uh-huh.
and like click on it so it uses the key point, and then he'll roll the Constitution saving throw. So then, as that happens, he rolls an 8, which is a 9, fails the save, and now he is stunned until the end of your next turn.
Cool.
And now you have your bonus action. You can use make an attack, or you can use flurry of blows.
But now that he's stunned,
You have advantage.
I have
your next
advantage on my attack, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to use a key point for 2 more hits.
Okay. So flurry of blows.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even do that with advantage. No.
Well, go ahead and just roll a d20,
But, okay.
because in case you get a crit. Okay, so a 19 is plus 7, 26. So 26 hits, and then roll your second attack with advantage. And then a 17, 24. 24 also hits. So go ahead and roll damage twice. So 7 damage. and 6 damage. So it takes another 13 damage as you pop, rapid fire.
And everybody else now has advantage on their attacks against him, right? Until the end of my next turn.
That's right. Okay, and with that, Torment, you're up, top of the order.
All right, so got a bunch of dead guys. The one in front of Dismas and
And
Dover
Cassian is stunned.
Where's Cassian?
So Dismas and Cassian are here. The one in front of Cassian is stunned. You've got a sea captain over here, and then you've got another gal that ran down this hallway away from Ezekiel.
Oh, you're saying the one in front of him is stunned. Okay. And who's running away?
There's a runner over here down this hallway that you probably can't see from where you're standing.
No, I see him.
But you have an advantage on attacks against this one if you want to just use a firebolt.
I understand.
He also can't do anything besides reactions on his turn, right?
He can't do, well, he knows. Yeah, so he won't, as a stunned character, they can't do anything. They can't take actions, bonus actions, can't move, can't speak, can't do anything.
All right. Yeah, I'll just hawk a loogie at the one in front of Cassian.
A loogie?
Right.
Yeah, my fire spit.
Oh.
Okay, we'll roll that with advantage. So roll it again. The first one is a natural one. Good thing for advantage.
Yeah. There we go.
All right,
That'll
great.
do.
14, 22. So 22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice. 15 damage. Is that going to be enough? Let's see. And it is. So yeah, the fire, your loogie kind of hits it in the face. It starts kind of like melt its face and kind of catch its whole body on fire, and then it collapses on the ground. Anything with
Exactly
a
what I was
bonus
going for. Face melting loogie.
Okay, and next up is the sea captain, and the sea captain says a captain always goes down with his ship, and the first thing he does is fires a crossbow bolt at Cassian.
Ah. I'm gonna use deflect missiles.
Nice.
Okay, great. Does a 23 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, so definitely use deflect missiles.
Okay, so the damage I take is reduced by 1d10 plus 12.
Plus 12?
That's what it says on here.
Wow. So here, I'll roll damage.
You can do
Okay.
that much damage?
So I rolled damage, so it's 11 damage. So you pretty much guarantee that you're going to reduce the damage to 0. And then what does that mean?
If I reduce it to 0, with a free hand, I can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack with a range of 20 to 60. How far away is this guy?
Like
30.
30?
So
Throw,
I'm
throw the arrow back at him.
yeah, I'm throwing it right back at him.
Okay. Great. So roll D20.
Why is it doing that?
The monk is so cool. How many hits did you just take and a reaction hit?
It didn't hit him though.
Okay. So with a 2, yeah. So you catch this crossbow bolt in midair, and then you fling it back. But as the sea captain is running toward you, he kind of dodges out of the way and then kind of leaps in the air and takes two swings at you with his sword.
Still cinematically very impressive.
So the first one is a 14. Does a 14 hit you?
No.
And then the second one comes back around for a second one. That's going to be a 25. Does a 25 hit you?
Yeah, but where don't I have shield?
You do have shield. But so shield's going to increase your AC by 5. Would 25 still hit you?
Oh yeah, 25 would still hit me.
Yeah. So then you take 8 piercing damage as he gets you between the ribs with the rapier.
Okay.
And then he says, "Haha, you'll never take us alive."
That wasn't the plan.
And now this acolyte goes, and the acolyte, seeing the sea captain in distress, the first thing that she's going to do is she's actually going to cast shield of darkness. So she kind of puts her hands up and starts rah, 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 like doing that like throat speaking, and then all of a sudden a dark shimmering field appears around the sea captain, and you see like this like black like inky kind of like translucent like around the sea captain. And then she also looks at Thover and says, "Yeah, I got tricks too, landlubber." And like it looks, you look up Thover and you see almost exactly like a sacred flame, but a sacred flame of blackness like appear over your head. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Black flame. I hope you're not a virgin, like an Hocus Pocus.
Oh, anybody see the trailer?
No.
Not yet.
Oh,
shit.
a natural one. You fail to save, and you take 13 points of necrotic damage as this black flame. It's like a real taste of your own medicine. And then she's kind of cackling, laughing. And then, what is going on? Oh, okay. Dismas shares initiative with the acolytes. Okay, so Dismas, you go ahead and go.
All right, I swing around the backside of this captain and
Jesus.
and plug him. Plug him good. Okay.
Oh, 23. That hits, and he goes, "Ah, stabbed in me back."
And it would actually be a 24 with the ring, and then damage. So that's 14 with the ring plus 1 lightning damage, and then I'll strike again with that same sword.
Ah, me back.
22.
22 hits.
Okay.
Damn.
There's some lightning, and here's
Thunder.
and that's 11 because of the ring.
Yep.
Okay, and if he's still standing, I'll do it one more time with my offhand.
And he looks back and he says, "Of course I'm still standing."
Better than I ever did.
Mm.
Looking like a true
that's
survivor.
19, I think. This.
Feeling like a little kid.
I'm pretty sure that's
I'm
19.
still standing.
Yep, 19 hits. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I just want to confirm, but
I'm still standing. Yeah.
and that'll be 12 plus 1 damage.
A lot of ones.
Yeah.
And then he says, we can't go down," and points at this acolyte, who then kind of goes like running toward Gorgo, and she swings her like quarterstaff. Nope, she doesn't have a quarterstaff. So she makes a claw attack at Gorgo. So she comes at him with big wolf claws. And 19. Does 19 hit you?
Yeah, I have armor class 19. Rob, you
Okay,
still
so-
have one, don't you?
What's that?
Rob still has that one, right?
Well,
Yep. Got to use it before he casts it, though.
yeah. So then you take 3 slashing damage plus another 1 slash. Wow, you really dodged a bullet on that one. You take 4 slashing damage from the attack.
All right, that's cool. Thank you.
Okay.
I say to her, thank you.
And then next up is this other acolyte. Now, Ezekiel, remind me, is this person now like permanently afraid, or is that a 1-turn effect?
So I think it's actually a 1-turn effect, unless they still have to make the save again. So I'm trying to go back up to see. There it is. And no, I think it's. No, I think it's just a 1-turn thing.
Okay, so then what she does is she kind of comes running forward and she goes, "I'll save you, Captain," and casts Sanctuary on the sea captain.
What is sanctuary?
Is the sea cat? So you see this, like you see more like black flames kind of like go around this guy. Like his arms almost look like octopus tentacles, and then he's warded against attacks. So until the spell ends, any creature that targets the sea captain needs to make a wisdom saving throw. And on a failed save, they must choose a new target or lose the attack. So that's what that is. And the DC on that will be a 12. And then she takes another couple of steps forward, and she sees Gorgo, kind of tangled up with the other acolyte, and she says, "Die, beast!" and casts the black flame. Gorgo, make a dexterity saving throw.
Right. I use my lucky.
No.
I use my lucky. I use my lucky. Don't say anything. I'm using my lucky.
Okay, good.
That's a good feat.
All right.
So with a 7 on your first roll, everybody cover your eyes. I think this is actually a lot. There's a lot of damage. And with an 11, you still fail to save. You take 18 necrotic damage as this bolt of black lightning just like showers you in like black flame.
I am down to 6, boys and girls.
Okay.
Oh, but okay. 6 is still.
It's not 0.
6 is still not 0.
Okay.
I have my relentless endurance, I think, still. So
Okay.
I can go down once.
Okay. Well, Ezekiel's up.
Okay.
Ezekiel's
Well, there's 2 of them. They're too far apart for me to do both. Yes, fair spell. Okay, so there, and the one acolyte that's closest to Gorgo is the one that has him in the like spell that he's like hold person, the hold person spell.
So the acolyte that's next to Gorgo has shield casted on. I mean, you know, I don't know if Ezekiel would really intuit what these different spells are. They both have magical enchantments on the sea captain.
Okay. So okay. Well then I don't want to use one of my big spells yet, so I will.
But also, she's in rough shape. Like you can tell, like one really good hit, and she's down for the count.
Okay. All right.
I mean, up next on her.
Yeah. All right. So then I'm just gonna hit her with a quick little, just a little vicious mockery. And I say to her, I say, "Huh, you call that magic? I've seen better magic in the yeshiva bar mitzvah catalogs."
Oh, snap.
Roasted.
Oh, and she rolls a natural 1 on the saving throw. It gets inside her head, and she has all of these visions of like controlling mothers in her head, and she thinks of her own mother, like making her feel guilty about things.
It's well played, sir.
And because it was a critical fail on the saving throw, she's so focused on these like horrible thoughts you put into her head, she completely loses concentration on the shield spell that she cast on the sea captain.
Nice. And then as a bonus action, I am going to, I think it's whoever's in 60 feet. Let's see. Yeah, so draw 60 feet around me.
Well, no, you choose one creature.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Who's the closest? Whose turn's coming up next?
So Gorgo's next after you on the initiative roll.
And he's in within 60 feet?
He is.
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so I will give Gorgo some bardic inspiration. And I'm just like, he just hears in his head, like, how great of a job he's doing and how strong he really is. You know, it's just a lot of like really good. Oh, you got a perfect.
Hammer time.
So you get to use that however you see fit, Jordan. And because it's
so you can add 8.
and
roll. I think normally I'm used to seeing bardic inspiration, like the person roll the die. But since you rolled an 8, we're gonna roll with it.
okay, but if you use the 8, Jordan, and you're fit and you still fail the save, you can still keep that 8 and use it again later.
Nice.
Okay. So that's why it's like I think it's good for like rolling. But all right, Gorgo, you're up.
Oh, you mean do it in like rolling for like at
Like
the
if
moment?
so if
in the
Gorgo was going to
moment?
make a saving throw, he would roll a d20 and a d8, add them together, and if he fails the save anyway, he then can do that again.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Oh,
But it's fine. We're going to keep the 8 as since it was a perfect 8. I don't want it to go to waste. Okay, Gorgo, you're up.
All right. Gorgo says without saying anything, "Thank you for coming closer, so I didn't have to use my movement," and swings his smasher at her.
Oh, is that what Gorgo calls it?
Yeah.
So with
Yeah.
an 11, with an 11, that's a 20. That hits for sure. Let's roll some damage, baby.
Boom. Let's hit it.
Boom. With 14 damage, that is the golf swing that you needed. Pow!
Nice.
This one is dead, and now you've got 30 feet of movement. Let's see. You can't make it to the other acolyte, but you can make it to the sea captain.
That's where he was going. And he's gonna.
Okay, and now you need to make a wisdom saving throw. You need to beat a 12 in order to attack the sea captain.
All right. Wisdom saving throw. I might have to add 8 to this.
Did you say wisdom?
Yeah.
That spell is still in effect, even though the caster is gone.
This person, so that person casts like Shield of Faith. This person casts Sanctuary, but it doesn't matter because it's a 17. 17 passes the save. Go nuts.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it's time to hit him with the smasher. We're gonna go with the same. We're gonna line up a golf swing. We're gonna take our time and get our elbows right. And
good. Roll this with advantage.
And we're gonna swing upwards with advantage.
And you feel yourself just inspired by the bardic inspiration. And with a 10 plus 9 is 19. 19 is enough to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Let's do 4.
Hopefully it's more than 4.
Whoa! Oh, it's more than 4
damage. That's definitely more than 4. And you hit it. You hit the sea captain, and you realize like one more hit like that, and this guy is going down.
And
if you have anything to do with a bonus action, you can drink a potion as a bonus action.
You know what?
Want to roll the.
I have action surge, and I'm gonna take one more move.
Ooh. Really? Is that once per long rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Choice. No, action surge is short rest.
Okay. Still, that's an interesting choice. Go ahead.
Let's finish this guy off. I have unfinished business with this character.
Okay, so you feel yourself surging with energy. Go ahead and take 2 attacks.
Let's go. Gorgo pops open a can of spinach, and he's ready to fight again. And he swings from the top of his head. 1 attack.
Boom, shakalaka.
Critical damage.
All right.
That's a 19. Go ahead and roll your damage. Critical.
Get 2 more to reroll. Right.
Whoa! Holy cow! 28 damage.
I feel like his body would just
off his head.
His whole body just like disintegrates.
His head goes flying off of his body, and he
at least 350 yards away.
Is completely dead.
Gorgo catches the hat as it's floating off and puts it on his head and turns and looks at the acolyte.
You do some of your best work at 6 hit points.
That happens. Dover, you're up.
He does do some of his best work with 6 hit points.
Now that completely changed my entire turn. Okay.
Yeah, and I will use my relentless endurance if it does hit me.
And Cassian's on deck.
I'm going to move up to here, which just puts me in range for some things. And I'm going to bank on whoever goes next. I'm going to use Path to the Grave and curse this acolyte. So whoever hits him next He's vulnerable to attack us.
Sweet.
Okay. And that lasts for one attack or one turn?
It'll last until my turn.
No, it says the next time you or an ally of yours hits the creature,
Right,
it has
until-
vulnerability to all that attacks damage.
Right. So there's just the next person that attacks.
Got it. Okay, Cassian, anything with a bonus action?
Not right now. No.
Okay, Cassian, you're up.
Well, I mean, let's go, right? Okay, so I'm gonna like run to him, them, she, and just give him
Not
a
Shadow
good-
Step?
Is there a reason why I would want to use Shadow Step?
Because you get advantage on your next attack.
Well, then shit. Do I need to use?
So yeah, so you like thump out of existence and you're like thump
Yes.
back in and you're like right in this girl's face, kind of coming down in like a crane kick. Go ahead and roll attack.
Oh,
with
but it's a
the-
bonus action. Okay, fine. What? Roll with the advantage?
Yeah.
Hey.
And with advantage, it's a natural 20 and double damage from
Okay, here we go.
path to the grave. So go ahead and roll damage, critical damage.
Doubling a crit is something you don't see every day.
Okay, so that is 22 damage, and with 22
bad.
damage,
I could not have even got close to that.
yeah, and with 22 damage, you see that they're kind of like woozy and wavering. Go ahead and hit them one more time.
Anybody?
We're all sitting down.
Oh, we're
all
watching.
sitting down watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, literally.
I'm already looting the bodies. I'm assuming you're already dead.
And with a 14 hits.
Oh,
Go ahead, and with 6 damage, pow! You see sort of like the soul of this creature like leave its body just for like half a second before it like collapses on the ground, dead.
nice.
And combat is over.
Perfect.
Shotgun on one of the pirates' gear. I killed both of them.
Okay. And as combat ends, and that was a little bit of a long one.
I only had one turn that combat. I was paralyzed and all that.
Paralyzed, and then
Kind
you
of back,
had a crit
Yeah.
fail.
Just think, Jordo, in old D&D, like I think original, you only got experience if you dealt the final blow. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Okay, so hey, so you guys loot the bodies, is that right?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
closing the doors too. We're closing all the doors and freezing all the locks, aren't we?
Okay.
Yes,
close all the
and
doors.
I'm actually going to try to cast Tiny Hut so we can get a long rest.
A long rest in the middle of the day. You guys, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have no concept of the time. Sorry.
You have no concept of time. Okay, so this is Acolyte number or this is Sea Captain number 3 and 4, correct?
I can also use Speak with Dead if you want to learn some something.
Sea shanties. I want to learn about sea shanties.
I took both your heads off, so none of them can talk.
Well, there's more than 2 people.
I got a. Let me rob this one guy body here. I got this guy's shit.
You killed it. I hear you say
Okay,
something.
so here we go. We've got 4 pieces of loot coming up.
Mhm.
Let's
Dang.
see. You have a potion of healing, potion of greater healing, another potion of greater healing, and an alchemy jug.
Oh.
I'm
Sweet.
drinking one of those potions.
Well, I definitely gave Gorgo one of the potions of greater healing and tell him to drink it now.
Yes.
No, wait,
Yeah.
we might be taking a rest. If we're taking a rest, I'm not going to take it right now.
If we take a short rest, I can.
I would say we're going to end up taking a short rest. Yeah.
If we take a short rest, I have something called Song of Rest, which doesn't even require me to use a spell slot. And I'm pretty sure everyone gets a 1d8 of hit points back.
That's right.
Also, don't
Yeah.
forget you're still under Chef's watch, so you get that additional. If you use, for every hit die if one of you uses a hit die, you get an extra like 1d8 from me. Also, I think.
Oh, right.
So I think you have 2 die 8
I'm gonna
now.
look.
Yeah. that everyone can use before the rest.
Okay, so everybody take a short rest.
Short rest.
I get 2d8, right?
I'm trying to see.
Well, so you only get to use the Song of Rest and the so you have to use at least one of your own hit dice, but then you get a 1d8 from Song of Rest and a 1d8 from the Chef's Feast.
Right.
Nice.
I'm sorry, you said we had to at least use one of our own to get those
Yeah,
dice?
you use one of your own hit dice, and then you can get back 2d8 in addition to that.
Or D8, so I got.
Okay, sure.
What is my hit dice?
So if you click on your character and you go to utility and then short rest, it should come up in a window and you can tell it how many times you want to roll.
Ah, okay, I got you.
Cassie, you got to put a space in between roll and 2d8.
I got it now.
Okay.
I get it.
So let's see. Well, we got a lot happening here. So Gorgo gains back 5 hit points from hit dice. Dismas gains back.
Oh, and I get all my key points back.
I'm at
and you get your key
25 right
points
now.
back. Gosh, this is all happening so fast. Also, Rob, Torment can gain back spell slots with your wizard feature too.
I've got
Yes.
5 back.
Yeah, you saw the feature I'm talking about, Dan?
Well, I don't know. So
School.
I
It's
didn't-
part of the school of divination.
Yes, it's called
Expert
expert
divination.
divination. When you cast a divination spell of 2nd level or higher. So Fireball's an evocation spell. So that only works if you cast a divination spell. So like you could cast Arcane Eye. You could cast Arcane Eye at 4th level and then get some spell slots back. But Fireball at 4th level, Fireball's an evocation spell.
All right, well then I'll take away that spell slot then.
But then you also have Arcane Recovery. Arcane Recovery on your short rest, you can restore up to a combined level of 4 spell slots. So you wound up using Arcane Recovery when you thought you were using Expert Divination. So it just cancels each other out. A 3rd level and a 1st level restored to you.
Gotcha. Yep.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what I did right there, so you can keep on with me. So I did a roll for health for my short rest. I rolled a 5, then I rolled the 2 d8s, and I rolled a 14.
So that's 19.
And then I rolled another resting dice, and I got me a 10.
So that's 29 hit points you should have gained back.
And I'm gonna roll one more time.
Okay, and that's another 6. So 35 hit points total plus your 6. So you should be at 41.
Yeah, 35. Heal. 41.
I healed to full and then slit both my wrists again. As you do.
Okay. All right. Is everybody ready? Torment, Silver, what about you, man?
That's what I'm just waiting so I didn't gum up. So
Dismas rolled a lot of hit dice. But
okay, so I'll do that. Plus I'll get my bonuses, which are, what was it, 2d8?
D8. Are you even missing more than 10 hit points?
Well, I am. I'm missing. Perfect. That's all I need.
Okay, good. So you're good. You're at full. And then, Gorgo, you can drink as many potions as you want right now. You just found 2 greater healing potions. Greater healing potion is what? 44 plus 4?
Wow.
So you just found 2 of those. Yeah, 44 plus 4. So you can roll 8d4 plus 8.
Should I take them both right now? I'm gonna take one at a time.
Like hit points now, hit points later. Like it really doesn't matter.
I'm gonna drink one now, and I'll save one for later.
Okay, so roll 44 plus 4. Nice spread there.
That's
so
good.
16 plus 4, or no, so 16 total.
Yes.
Also, Silver, just a reminder, anytime you cast a spell that heals somebody, add 1d4 to it from your ring. I saw that over the weekend and I forgot to
1d4.
1d4 anytime you heal someone with a spell. Okay, are we ready to keep it moving?
Everyone do the song. Yeah, we're good.
All right, you guys did find. I just want to remind you, you found, in addition to those 2 potions, you found an alchemy jug and a potion of regular healing.
Is there
What is
anything
an
in?
alchemy jug?
Yeah, is there anything in it? Is
So
it like
the
fluids?
alchemy jug, if I remember correctly, you can use to create like poison, acid, or something else. Let me just see.
Ooh.
Alchemy jug. The ceramic jug appears to be able to hold a gallon of liquid and weighs 12 pounds, whether it's empty or full. Sloshing sounds can be heard within the jug when it is shaken, even if the jug is empty. You can use an action and name 1 liquid from the table below to cause the jug to produce the chosen liquid. Afterward, you can uncork the jug as an action and pour that liquid out up to 2 gallons per minute. The maximum amount of liquid the jug can produce depends on the liquid that you name. Once the jug starts producing liquid, it can't produce a different one until the next day. And here are your liquids.
Sweet.
8 ounces of acid, a half an ounce of basic poison, 4 gallons of beer, 1 gallon of honey, 2 gallons of mayonnaise, 1 quart of oil, 2 gallons of vinegar, 8 gallons of fresh water, 12 gallons of salt water, or a gallon of wine.
Dude,
Wow.
All right, so we're all agreed. We're about to get smashed on an 8-gallon
Hell
beer.
yeah.
And whoever is taking the alchemy jug, please make sure you remember to add it to your character sheet.
You guys okay if I take it, since I'm usually the guy not in action?
Yeah. We don't want that thing cracking.
Just don't drink the
Alchemy
poison.
jug, Rob. I'm writing this down, but please don't forget. I feel like we've
No,
got.
I'm writing it down too.
So can we like poison tip our weapons?
Yeah,
you ready?
you're
Is that
taking
a
a
thing?
short rest. I mean, if you use the alchemy jug, you could create a half ounce of basic poison, which could coat 1 weapon.
I mean, that's pretty good. Someone
Yeah,
to
the
get
poison.
some.
Yeah, the poison is only. Yeah, it's the very least that we can produce out of it. The acid's only 8 ounces too. It's a cup of acid.
What
So
if we
it'd be
made?
used in a very specific situation.
What if we made like some elaborate like poison ivy, like almost like lips, like it's just the poison on the lips, but they're for like casting in fists, So like poison like knuckles for casting.
What could go wrong?
Okay, but it only lasts for 1 minute. So I'll read
What
you
could go
basic
wrong?
poison. You can use a vial of basic poison to coat 1 slashing or piercing weapon up to 3 pieces of ammunition. Applying the poison takes an action. A creature hit by the poison weapon or ammunition makes a DC 10 con save or takes 1d4 poison damage.
That's it.
It's still pretty good.
But it's a lot of
Maybe for like a boss fight, just to have an extra little.
An extra little something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
if
as
they
you
have low
guys finish,
constitution.
so as you guys finish resting, you look around the room. You see that you actually don't see a door or an elevator from where you're sitting.
Yeah, we have to like walk. Yeah, there's 2 corners we can go around to see what's going on.
Gorgo stealthily walks through.
Okay, make a stealth check. Dismas just charges ahead. I mean, the good news is there's nothing over here.
Is anyone
Yeah,
watching
I kind of just ran around the hallway too. I'm just doing straight down.
Okay, you open the door, and inside, you at the far end of this room, you see like a great stone elevator.
Whoa.
Oh, I want to press the button. Can I press the button?
Oh.
Sure. So
I
Goro,
close the door and freeze it before Grover can get through.
so Goro, you approach the elevator, and you see that there's 1 button that has like 2, kind of like a Roman numeral 2 carved next to it, and then there's another like a keyhole below that button that is about 2 inches in diameter, and it's carved into the stone.
Uh-oh. Who's got the smallest dick? You got to put it in this keyhole here.
I thought we had a key. Didn't we find a key?
No, we're missing one more part of it.
No, the key to the basement, Exotic Zhao told you that it was in his throne room, and that Jeff Lobo was in possession of it.
Right.
All right, I pull my dick out and I stick it in the hole.
Okay, nothing happens.
I
Well,
place the stick in the
Not
hole.
nothing.
Grab it.
Ah,
Yeah, no, you're right. Not nothing. Everyone points and laughs at Gorgo.
Aw,
It's
scratch
so
it.
little.
So there's no button. There's just a key for the
So
elevator.
there is. There's a button
And a key.
to go to the second floor, and then there's a keyhole below it.
Okay. So we press the button, nothing happens.
No, so no one pressed the button.
Oh, okay. Well, are we ready to go up?
Let's
Should I
go.
press the button? All right, I press the button.
I wanted to press.
Well, wait for everyone to be on.
I pull my pants back up and I get on the elevator.
Oh,
All right.
Is
Now,
there any? Is there any?
Push the button.
Is there any elevator music?
now we push the button.
Is there not music playing right now?
I
There
have
is.
mine muted, so there's no feedback.
like he wants like actual elevator music.
There's not elevator music happening, but
All right, which way's the
okay.
door gonna be? Let me be in the front.
So
Yeah, I don't want to be in the front. Here.
Well, that's right. I don't want to be anywhere near.
Oh, you.
okay, so then here we go, everybody. Temple of the Tiger King,
Mm.
level 2.
hold on
Activate.
to your butt.
So the stone platform that
Electric.
you're on starts to kind of like shake, and like all of a sudden you hear kind of the grinding of stone on stone as you all start to like rise upward. And you know the ceilings of this place are tall, so you're like 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet off the ground, and you kind of look up and you realize like the darkness in the ceiling is like a hole that you're kind of passing through, and then it kind of grinds to a stop, like boom, and then you find yourself in like a small, maybe 15 by 25 room.
Okay.
Get out.
I look at the group. I tell them. I remind them that I have arcane eye that can allow us to see. I can use my time majority to open the door and send the arcane eye through.
Before
Yeah.
we even get out of the elevator, let's press the button again to see if it takes us to another floor.
It won't without the key. Probably.
Good try. Yeah, let's push the button again.
Push the button again.
Okay, you push the button again, nothing happens.
It doesn't go back down. Can we write it?
It doesn't. It doesn't. You're stuck on the second level.
I look
Yeah,
around
you're
for
right.
levers.
Like,
Or
All
we
right.
start pulling from the top rope.
Yeah, fuck it. Then I'm gonna just destroy all the gears.
we need to get the elevator, so that we need to go
Oh.
down.
I can simply freeze the gears.
Okay. Yeah. Let's prevent this
Okay,
thing.
you do that, Rob. You freeze the gears.
Let's cover our backs.
It's not gonna last forever, but it'll last enough.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay, and then in front of you, there's a large wooden door that has sort of like 2 X's written on it.
We shouldn't go through this door. We must find another way.
No, that's Zhao's room.
Maybe the X's only stand for like double threat, not triple
It
threat.
was
So
Zexar. This was
Double-
Do we
Zexar.
tell if the door is unlocked or locked?
This was
You can
Zexar.
jiggle the handle.
I'm trying the handle.
turn it, Jordan.
Okay, Jordan, as soon as you try the handle, the door's a mimic. No, I'm just kidding. As soon as you try the handle, you jiggle the handle a little bit, and it's not locked.
I can't
Alright.
open.
Okay,
Just
you open
told
the
you.
door, and out into the hallway, you see a stone hallway about 20 feet wide. Along the walls of the stone hallway, you see these like bas reliefs, these like beautiful paintings that are kind of like, but they're not paintings, they're like carvings into the wall, like these beautiful ivory stone. And the floor here is like a little bit cleaner and a little bit less like it's been ransacked by wolves. And at the end of the hall, you can see sort of like a gold railing balcony and you can see like a pillar of light shining down through what you knew from the bottom floor to be like this place where bodies were thrown over, from the upstairs.
Gorgo puts his arms out to stop everybody from moving any further, and he looks at Dismas and he's like, "Just look at the ground for traps and stuff."
All right. I'll take one of the gears from the elevator and roll it down the hallway.
Okay, great. Make a perception check with advantage. I mean, I told you that you have advantage on detecting traps because you spent so long studying the last pressure trap.
Okay, it's counteracted by my potion, sadly. But I still 18.
Okay, yeah, with an 18, so you examine this hallway and you're confident there's no pressure traps in this hallway.
Well, shit.
Don't pressure.
I look at everybody and I like brace you.
It's clear.
Okay, you get to the end of the hall, and as you look down, you're intimidated by like the fall down to the floor, and you can see like you all sort of visualize what these bodies of these tigers went through, being thrown down this broad shaft. And like you look up and you can see, even though it's cloudy outside, you can still see the sun kind of like shining light, and this shaft goes all the way out of the temple, out of the top of the temple.
Oh, we could have gotten in a different way.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to go out back. We got to get around back this place.
All right.
So let's go one.
Sure, always looking for the back door.
Hey now.
Always.
Which way?
And as you leave the hallway with the bas relief, so it's interesting because kind of the sun comes in here. There's like potted plants, like with big leafy ferns and some braziers to keep it lit, in the evening.
Is there any sign of a struggle in this room?
You know what? Not that you can see.
We're gonna investigate this little corridor right here.
Guys, I found a hallway with a door.
I found a corridor also.
Oh.
Well.
Rochambeau.
Seems like how did Ned Flanders decide it? It was like Jesus, Mary, Paul when he was going down the raft and on the camping trip with Homer with the pocket knife episode now. Anyways.
Right.
There's
way. You're probably better off.
Yeah. This way has less tracks. Let's go this way.
Air is less foul this way.
Is there anything else down the end of this hallway?
Ooh.
It's a very narrow hallway.
Gorgo's gonna look. There's another door.
I've seen this movie. I'm going to stand at the end.
Yeah.
Gorgo's sleeping.
Careful. We haven't checked for traps out there, Gorgo.
There's a bunch of doors up here. Gorgo's afraid.
So as you creep down this narrow hallway, we're calling it a narrow hallway relative to the rest of the temple. It's still 10 feet wide. Like it's a 10-foot wide hall, and you see that it's a pretty like well-kept hall. And actually, there looks like maybe what used to be at one point like a carpet on the ground here. Like this is like you're in like a nicer part of the temple than you were previously.
Gorgo signals to everyone that we shouldn't go through that front door. We should try one of these back doors.
Yeah, let's go deep.
Yeah. Let's go.
Don't touch the doors.
Yeah, let's not start opening doors until we've identified all this, taken care of all the open areas.
There's a hallway at the end.
Oh gosh. All right, I rolled a 25 stealth, and I'm gonna peek around the corner. It's clear. Let's go.
You want to go left
Let's
or
go
right?
left.
More doors this way.
Everyone stay close.
All right, still with my 25 stealth, I peek around the next. Clear.
So you look down and you see another hallway that is sort of long. You can see a couple of doors on the left-hand side of the hallway.
Let's take this interior door is connected to one of the doors on the other side.
Yeah, agreed.
We could.
I don't know, man. That's a big room.
There's probably no elevator. It wouldn't make sense to put an elevator in there. Let's avoid these for now.
There's more going forward. These are all interconnected.
We're gonna have to pick a door.
Leroy Jenkins.
But at least if we pick this door on this hallway that goes into the room, there's no other doors on the other side.
There's still a long hallway in front of us. Let's see where this goes.
Okay,
you
here we
reach
go.
the end of that hallway, and you do encounter another door.
There's
Right.
one door at the end here.
This is the magic door. This is the one. I have a good
This is
feeling.
the one. Gorgo's with you.
Torment,
Okay.
you're on.
Hey, can I just remind you all that you've all been on this level of the temple?
Oh yeah.
So you've all been on this level of the temple, and you all remember that this is where Exotic Zhao's bedroom was.
Nice.
And a lot of like kind of bougier, nicer like sleeping quarters. This is like a mostly bedrooms floor of the wing of the building.
I'll say we open one of the other doors.
This might be a good place to rest if we can find a defensible room.
Well,
get your spell slots back.
Well, I think you just rested. You're not gonna squeeze in a long rest. It's 10:20 in the morning.
I'm sleepy.
Oh, I'm tired.
I have that. What is it called? The disease where you can't go to sleep at night. Yeah.
Narcolepsy.
Yeah.
No, wait, that's the other one. That's
No, I think it's Sundowner.
no, it's
Not Sundowners.
Syphilis.
Herpes.
That's the one.
We got to pick a door.
Primordial secrets.
Do we want to pick the door that's? Do we want to pick? So we do not want to go in this side room here.
I mean, I don't.
Bedroom right now.
I think all we're going to find are more wolves.
Does anyone want to use a magic hand and open the door and check to see if it's trapped or anything?
I can use Thaumaturgy to open the door. It's
I
unlocked.
don't know if.
Okay.
Let's go have sex on his bed, everyone. Come on.
Yeah, let's go. Boom. Gorgo opened the door and walked right in. Let's do it.
Okay, great. So
Here we are.
So you walk in and you find several Mycokans sort of fraternizing in this room. Everybody roll for initiative.
That's how it does.
Gorgo pokes
how we do it.
Ezekiel to say, "Hey, we're here to have sex."
We're here for the gangbang.
So you walked into one of the only rooms on this floor that is not a bedroom. It actually is kind of like a large utility room. It's got two large pillars, that like in the center of it, and you find 5 Mycokans, 3 of the acolyte spellcasters and 2 of the swashbucklers.
The one thing I do know from video games is when you encounter bad guys, you're on the right path.
Yeah.
Man, I wish that was the case in this case.
I kind of want to go back to that other room after this now.
Yeah.
Now that we know there's no other bad guys in there, dismiss.
Okay, watch out for the storm of dice.
I have a terrible initiative roll.
Sorry, that's like one thing that's like broken. This like storm of dice. I'm not doing it on purpose, but hey, can we? Okay, so good. Initiative has been rolled. We've got torment. You guys should be able to see each other's initiative rolls now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You also see the enemy initiative rolls.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you've got little. Oh, not this time. During the
Well, I
last.
don't see the initiative table, but I saw everybody's roll.
Mm-hmm.
There,
Okay.
now I see it.
There it is.
Yeah. During the last combat, they were hidden until they went, which was perfect. I think this is awesome.
But is that
No,
the
I
same
like this.
thing here? Can you see everyone's or
No,
just?
only players.
I can see ours. I can see ours.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So we've got Torment at 28, Dismas at 26, Cassian at 13, Clover at 10, Gorgo at 10, Ezekiel at 6, and we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to do combat against 5 Mycokans.
Cue it up, the Primordial Secrets commercial.
All right.
Okay, we'll be back.
We'll be back after this quick break. Brought to you by Primordial.
A word from our sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. What is that I smell? All right, I finished my character.
Back
Man,
up.
yeah, my backup character. Without the items, though, like Dan hooked us up with items,
Yeah, I know.
like the rings and like my +1 sword and stuff. Without that shit.
Well, he also gave us that like.
Oh, the busted armor. That's right.
Oh, that's right. And the at that one level, he gave us like an extra. Didn't he give us like an extra skill for something or some bullshit?
He let us. Yeah, at level 8, he let us. Oh, or
Choose
no,
between ability score.
when he gave us the rings, he let us
Oh, right.
respec if we
Respec.
if we had over
Right.
the max.
Over max. Right. Yeah, but that's huge still.
Yeah, that is huge. Like,
It
yeah,
changed. It changed the way I leveled up.
yeah, exactly. It lets me have 2 feats.
Right. I keep trying to. I really want to play the Peeker's character, but I don't know how he would survive. He's an alchemist.
Yeah. I don't even remember that session. Like that joke, that like running joke or inside joke. Like I guess I was so drunk that night or something because I don't even remember who this character is. It's
Huh.
like an NPC or something.
Well, he's like the. I guess he'd be the equivalent of like the Joker
Oh,
of
okay.
that world,
Nice.
or like what's his name from not Clavigus Vile? Who's the jestery dude from fucking Elder Scrolls?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember his name, but yeah, I know what
Guy,
you're talking about. Yeah.
not Cicero.
Oh,
but
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, kind of like Cicero, but more like acting like the fucking Alice in Wonderland guy there.
Like the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, but no, the guy in Elder Scrolls though.
Mm-hmm.
The Date Prince, whatever the hell his name was.
Mm.
He likes to just fuck shit up because
Yeah.
it's fun.
Nice. Yeah.
But he's like really weaselly and thin and bony and like not intimidating.
Nice.
But I don't know. You gotta have it's too peripheral a character. I don't think it would be strong enough. It's a good buffing character. All it does is it buffs everybody with spells.
Sure.
But you don't do any like damage or anything.
Yeah. I built a sharpshooter goblin.
Ooh.
Like a goblin sniper. With like a feat that like lets him like double the range of his shit, so I can like be like super far away.
What's the weapon of choice? Crossbow or
Crossbow, yeah.
Huh. So, what do you think of the Lord of the Rings show?
I think it's awesome, personally. Yeah.
I love seeing Galadriel has a real.
I got it's so cool. It really is. Because this is a lot of the stuff that all the references from the other movies, now you understand where they come from.
Right.
Like there's a depth to it that's just so neat. For me, like I've actually read up on like Morgoth and like the what are they called? The beings that are Gandalf and all them, the Mire. There's this whole other world of creatures that exist in a plane above everything else, and now you get to see them like interact in a way that you didn't see in the movies. That like is all part of the story and heritage of this whole world.
Mm-hmm.
One of the coolest things that I thought was that it's the first time any of the movies that we see a dwarf look like a fucking dwarf should look.
Right?
Size-wise, that's what a dwarf is.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not like it's not just like a short person. Like they're narrow too. They're supposed to be
No, I agree. It really gives you. I mean, and the fact that the elves are so prominent versus being like side characters to
Yeah.
hobbits. You know what I mean? Like you get
Oh, yeah.
the elves are one of the coolest characters in the entire
Oh,
thing,
yeah,
and now you get to like see them from behind the veil.
Right, but which age is this though?
Second age.
It's it bothers me a little bit that the orcs are more powerful than the elves. Like, how are the orcs like having the upper
Well,
hand?
the orcs are
against-
just mutated elves.
Yeah.
They're evil elves. That's what they are. I mean, that's what Morgoth did. He turned elves into orcs. He corrupted them, and that's how he created the whole orcan race.
Yeah.
Like goblins were always goblins, but the orcs are
So-
twisted and deranged. Like so the Orcai are just an evolution of that twisted and deranged orc.
So theories. First of all, I hate that Elrond looks like fucking. It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts.
I agree.
The only reason is because Elrond to me visually is Agent Smith there. Fucking.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I'm looking at him going, how does he age from that to that? It wouldn't even look like him.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, that's my like only complaint. So that's nothing. But
But the guy who plays him is actually, I think, is
Yeah.
he's doing the character well.
no, he is acting very well. I just can't visually get around.
Yeah.
No, it bugs me too. I agree. I'll get used to it after like 5 or 6 episodes,
Yeah.
but right now it's throwing me off.
But it is cool to see them in like their heyday, in their time of control.
In their
'Cause
youth,
by
in
Lord
their
of the-
youth,
well,
like
by-
that's the thing. Like Elrond is going to live for another 1,000 years. He's a kid in this story,
Yeah.
and he's still like 300 years old. But he's like, for an elf, he might as well be a juvenile.
No, but it's just neat because in the Lord of the Rings, these people are all on their way down.
Well, they're all on their way out of Middle Earth. They're leaving at the end of the Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
The
right.
elves are leaving.
That's true.
So I mean, and then seeing like the ethereal plane that they're supposed to go back to, this land of light, that I thought that was a really cool scene. Like
That was
what
cool.
was happening there? Where did they really go? I have no idea, but like it's really interesting to see like that's how it happened. And then I still can't get my mind wrapped around how Galadriel swims in ocean.
Yeah,
Like,
that was awesome.
what? It's like, thank
You
God
haven't
she's an
seen the
elf
cartoon with the
because she would have
feet
drowned like
turned-
15 minutes in.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm back. Hey Garth,
Yes, sir.
question while we're getting rolling again.
Yeah.
I know the Kickstarter is ended. You guys hit your goal. Are there additional like games available on like BackerKit or anything?
Yeah. Backer gets open till Halloween. Just while we're giving a chance for all the Kickstarter people to put their addresses in, people can do late pledges through BackerKit.
Have you had a lot of late pledges?
Yeah, 50 or so. Yeah.
I was actually just going to say, I know somebody who asked me 2 weeks ago if they could do that, and I said at the time no. So I'll have
Yeah.
to.
Well,
That's all.
you've got a better. I mean, if there's someone you know, you can get a cheaper rate by buying it yourself, because the people that missed the Kickstarter have to pay full MSRP, whereas the people you could add an extra copy to your order and just give it to them, and you'd also save on shipping and stuff.
I have to go back on and give my address, or did I do that when I paid?
No, so you have until October 31st, I think, to put in your address.
Yeah, there's just like a little email from BackerKit. It's just to add your address and pay for shipping.
All right, I'll have to find that email then.
Okay, we're missing Gorgo and Zeke.
Are we really missing them?
Well, you know what? They are literally last in combat. Like we really
true.
could get started if we
Oh.
wanted to.
No, that was actually real quick just before we start. I was going to ask, do you think they're going to actually broach the battle with Sauron?
I have no idea. I never read the Similaranicon, so I have no idea what to expect.
The Marillion, but all right.
No, you don't think so? You don't think they're gonna get that far?
Oh no, they will. Well,
Sure?
which battle? Which Thorum? Because there's
The
multiple.
battle.
All
The-
battle?
The battle. The one with Isildur.
Yes.
Because he's already in this and he's
Yes,
human.
because
so
it's a line of
doesn't
Numenor
battle.
that Isildur is a line of Numenor, and Numenor is in this. So yes, it should. The end of this should be
Hopefully.
that battle.
Because based on his age in this, it would be in the next like 20 years.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I believe it's at the end of the Second Age where they defeat him, and it's what the Fifth Age where the whole Lord of the Rings comes back, or they should say the Hobbit picks up. It's confusing. If you haven't read it, it's very confusing, and I had to read it several times to actually understand what the hell it was talking about half the time.
Yeah.
Because you talk about ages, and it's like, what's an age? It's like, well, an age is an arbitrary part of time. Like an age could be 10 years or 10,000 years. They don't really give the term an age an actual definitive amount of time.
Yeah.
It's more or less when things are good or when things are bad. And like when things change, that's when the ages change.
Huh.
Like the Iron Age and the Bronze Age.
Right.
Date.
Well, those are marked by innovation, while these are marked by catastrophic events. And the rise of a race over another race, or another race's rise to prominence, so on and so forth.
Like the Revolution and the Renaissance.
Again, those are marked by innovations. These are marked by catastrophic events.
Like the Ice Age.
There you go. That's more appropriate.
Oh wait, my own ears.
So, I guess we're gonna hit him up with some fireballs, huh?
All right, we're here. So, welcome back, everyone. We are back from break. It was a little bit of a long break, but
Primordial Secrets. Sorry, it took so long.
We just did a Primordial Secret plug. You missed it. But we are here for initiative. Torment is at the top of the order.
Why does he have like a Doctor Strange like thing spinning around?
That's
him?
how you know whose turn it is.
Oh, that's cool.
The cat.
That's very cool.
Oh no, I lied. It's the Second Age is the Third Age is when the Hobbit happens. So this is right before it. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, like I said, it should end with the battle against Sauron.
Finger cut off.
Yeah. Well, yes, the ring being cut from his hand by Isildur.
I just want to say in that text message where Garth, I think you had said like, I just think it's not going to end well for anybody whose name doesn't rhyme with Sauron or isn't Sauron or whatever. I read it really quickly and like put my phone down, and I seriously for quite a while thought you said Sharon, and I was like, that's a fucking weird name for Lord of the Rings, Sharon. And I had to come back and reread it because I was like, who the fuck is Sharon?
Oh man.
Wait, Ed Sheeran's in this?
Fucking Sharon's got the ring right now. He's the evil lord.
You guys thought Sauron was bad. You didn't even meet his mom, Sharon.
Girlfriend Sharon, yeah.
Or Karen, the worst of them all.
Oh no, that happened.
There's a YouTube guy called the Nerd of the Rings that explains all the stuff for you guys if you want to know.
There's some really good YouTubes out there for the
Hey,
Lord
you
of
know
the
what's on YouTube? Our campaign is on YouTube. YouTube.com/Garth Avery.
There's also a lot of
Really
information regarding Primordial Secrets, how to play, and
A lot of fireballs, maybe.
Fireball.
Fireball.
All right. Well, the king of fireballs, Torment. You're up first at 28 initiative.
Did you roll critical?
Yes.
Critically
Good use of a nat 20.
So yeah. In this room, I can only see 2 of the characters. But I'm assuming, yeah, Dan, wherever you put that spot is exactly where I want to drop my bomb.
Okay. Have you used Arcane Eye to like refill spell slots yet, or no?
Nope, because they
Okay.
wouldn't let me. Every time I tried to, Gorgo kicked out a door.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So I'll use it next go.
You're welcome.
So you're gonna cast Fireball?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead and do it. Okay, we've got 4 characters. So are they gonna make a dex save? Go ahead and roll damage, Rob. Okay, we've got a 20, an 11, a 13, and another 13. So we have 3 fails. Those are each going to take 23 damage, and we have 1 success. So like a rolling kind of wave of fire fills the center of the room between the 2 pillars. Who passed the save? So one of the acolytes. So this one behind the pillar here, this one passed the save and takes 11 damage. And the rest of these guys each take 23 damage. They're hurt, but not dead. And then there's a 4th acolyte in the room somewhere who doesn't take any damage. Okay. Any bonus actions?
I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
well, let
go ahead,
me move
move.
now.
No, you can move.
Position myself, basically try to hide myself behind this pillar from the acolyte's line of sight.
That's great. Good call. All right, Dismas, you're up.
All right. As I'm running, I ask Torment, is there one behind the pillar? Is there one close? I can't see from
Yes.
there. Okay. So I'm going to go 10, 20.
Yeah, and I think you can kind of like hug that pillar if you like do like a
30.
leaping acrobatics move.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead, make an acrobatics check to see if you can get that like last.
Can I
Okay.
help him?
I don't know how you would.
I would give him a push.
You would
I gave
throw
him a
me.
push.
You pat
All
him
right,
on the
you
butt
gave
when
him
he
a
runs
push.
by
Good. All right,
people.
go ahead, roll with advantage. Make an acrobatics check with advantage.
I gave
Okay.
you a push for your roll.
Thank you.
Great.
Woo!
Oh, that's perfect. So with a 27, you kind of stumble forward and kind of like one foot off the pillar and kind of leap into the air, and you've got your 2 swords drawn, and you come right down onto this acolyte.
Swing right into him. All right, here we go. Mofo, eat sword. If I was hidden, or if I have advantage,
I think you were.
yeah, because I was going to maybe spend my bonus action behind that pillar, but I'm not going to. So then at least on this first one, I'm gonna do advantage. So 20.
Yeah, that's a 23. That one hits.
All right, and then for damage, it will be normal +1 plus a d6
So that's 12
plus
and
2
2,
lightning.
so that's 14. 14 damage. So you come down with your first sword doing 14 damage, and your sword is electrified, and you see that you did some damage. You probably got to hit her a couple more times to get her to go down.
Okay, the next swing,
Ooh.
the spider does not affect because now he knows I'm here, so it would be a 14 only.
Yeah, so a 14 hits.
Oh,
The
okay.
acolytes,
Sweet.
they're clothies.
All right, excellent. And this is just minimum damage. Yep, minimum damage.
Okay, so you do 9 more damage. But now
and-
at this point, another one like that first one, and you would
all
probably
right,
take-
well, this is my offhand now. The other sword comes in. By the way, my fighting style is always 2 with the main hand and then 1 with the offhand. It's like weird. Like, who does that? Anyway, here we go.
And 15 hits.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Min damage 7,
Of course.
and then another 4.
Oh, dude! I spent my whole... I'm gonna re-roll something. That's like the whole feat. I mean, forgot about this. Oh, so annoying. I am a fierce attacker or whatever. Feats. Savage attacker. Once per turn when you roll damage with melee weapon attack, you can re-roll the weapon's damage dice. So I'm going to re-roll that 1 to a 6. There we go. So add 5 to
Okay,
that
great.
shit.
And with that additional damage, boom, that's enough.
Nice.
And you take this one down, and she collapses in a heap in front of you. All right, Cassian, you're up. Thover's on deck.
okay.
Up, actually, no, I got it wrong. So the Acolyte's turn. So that one does nothing, but then this one goes, no, sister, and kind of takes 3 steps forward. And she's going to cast, well, she would have healed, but she can't. So she is going to cast blah, 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 blah. Sanctuary on herself, and then she's going to cast Black Flame on Dismas. So you see the black flame appear over your head. Make a dex save.
Okay.
Oh, and with a 12, you just pass the save.
Oh, easy peasy.
And you take no damage. Then the other Acolyte's gonna go, and this one's gonna take a couple of steps toward Dismas.
They only have a 10%
And
chance
gonna
to
cast
hit me.
the same. I'm sorry, say again.
They only have a 10% chance to hit me with that shit.
Okay, well, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Ooh, there we go.
Nat 20, no damage, and then is also going to cast a healing word on herself. And you hear her kind of like muttering something in some other language that you can't understand, and she is going to restore 3 hit points. Okay, and now next up are these 2 swashbucklers. And they the first one kind of goes dashing toward you, and is going to make 2 swipes at you with a rapier. First one's a 15. Does 15 hit you?
No.
Second one is a 22. Does 22 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, so you are going to take 8 piercing damage. Then the second one comes barreling over, and now he is going to get to attack you twice with advantage.
Oh yeah, shit.
So these are pack tactics. So the first one is going to be a 13. That one misses.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is going to be a 25. That's going to hit. You're going to take another 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then next up is Cassian with Thover on deck.
Well, I
No,
wouldn't.
let me know it's my turn. It's so exciting.
I wish I didn't dive in. I thought they were going to be slower in the initiative order, but alas.
See, behind the screen is fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to. I can like move a little bit and then move again, right? Like I just get a certain amount of move speed,
Yes.
right? Not a certain amount.
So you get 40 feet of movement. You can also blow a key point to dash as a bonus action.
Okay, well I'm gonna like Kramer in here. Boom. Okay, yeah. That was 10.
And what you see an acolyte here who was damaged from the fireball. You see an acolyte here that is at full health, and then you see swashbuckler here. You can't really see that Dismas is behind this pillar getting attacked by the
But I can see this swash.
That's right.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh man. Okay.
Behind the pillar. Help.
Way to toss you?
I don't mean. I mean, for shits and gigs, that'd be fun. But
Don't tell the elf.
okay, so I run in and give him a good one too. You know.
Nice.
Does anyone here want to be tossed?
And a 12 is going to miss. Oh, and a nat 1. Go ahead and roll a d20. Ooh, and with a 5, you kind of come around, you miss this guy completely, and you smash your hand into the stone pillar. Gosh, that's embarrassing. Anything with your bonus action?
Yeah, gosh, that is embarrassing.
I can see if anyone was looking.
Well, maybe you damaged the pillar, so that's kind of badass.
Yeah, it's like
Gorgo
Matrix.
saw-
Like,
that
like,
pillar.
like punch the pillar and it like starts to like crumble and crack a little bit where you hit it.
The whole temple starts collapsing. Worst critical miss ever.
Gorgo's
Watch out, guys.
Party wipe as Cassian has collapsed the entire temple.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I think I'm just going to use a key point and do flurry of blows because I am embarrassed.
Okay, go ahead.
I do
Redemption.
not like that. Where is it?
Go ahead,
though?
make 2 more attacks.
I know.
And what do you do when you're embarrassed to like hit him?
Oh, when I'm embarrassed, what do I do to hit him? I'm sorry, I just can't find my flurry of blows. There it is.
I got it.
Okay, I used it. Okay, when I'm embarrassed, what do I do when I'm embarrassed? Honestly, like I'm so upset, I'd like just try to backhand slap him for embarrassing me.
Okay.
Give him the old pimp slap.
Oh, well, I don't know why I did that.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was going to be a nat 20, but it was a 2. So that one misses. You got one more hit.
God bless America.
Get him out of the way now. This is an easy room. All right, and that's a 17. The last backhand hits. And for 6 damage, and then he goes, "Did you just slap me?" All right, Thilver, you're up, dude.
I got to move into the room, I guess, so I can see what's going on. Okay.
Did you also Kramer into the room?
Slide in.
We'll stop here.
Show's literally about my life.
You know what? Let's see if we can just finish this thing off. All right. So DC 16 Dexterity save.
Is that against the Acolyte?
Yeah. Whichever one. No, the one that she's engaged with.
Okay.
He's engaged with.
So makes a dexterity saving throw and fails the save. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh.
Nice. There
18
we go.
and just enough, like a crack of light from the sky comes down, does 18 damage, not 185 damage. And goodbye, cruel world. This guy is
Yes.
done to go. Anything with your bonus action?
You hit me.
No.
Okay, and next up is Gorgo.
Gorgo doesn't see anybody behind this wall here. So he's just going to blindly start running around the corner because he sees people fighting something. So he's going to try to sneak around the back end of it without them
Okay,
knowing.
where are you trying to go? What is your movement per turn?
30 feet.
So you can get to. No, you can't.
I'm going to come around the bend here. I'm at 25 feet here. And I'm going to
Okay. Well, you can. Yeah, you can move into like Dismas's space. Yeah, you've got one more movement. You can get right there and
All right.
Oh, perfect.
I didn't see the guy there. So yeah, I'm going to come and punch this guy. I'm going to hit this guy with my hammer.
Okay, do it.
Bang.
So you wind up with a hammer, big overhead swing.
Yeah, Gorgo smash
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
damage.
Not bad. 14 damage. You crack him across like the temple, and you know one more hit's gonna take this guy down.
So he's giving with the one hand like this. He's looking like this. Looking over here, and he hits him over the other head like that. Hammer time.
Right. Go ahead and do that.
Yes.
Well, it worked. 27 that hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Boom.
And boom with the 15. That is enough to take this guy down. And pow, you give him like that kind of like monkey jab with the hammer, and then boom, you knock him clear to the ground.
And he gives him like the chop, and then he points to the acolyte across the room, like stares her down. He's like, "Hey, you, ugly!" But he says like Gorgo smash.
But it sounds like Gorgo Smash.
All right, Zeke, you're up.
It's a language they don't understand.
If all the swashbucklers are dead, I'm annoyed. Because I wanted to do something cool, but now I can't. So I'm actually. So yeah, out of my anger, I'm just like, I just scoff at all of you and go, you bunch of losers. But I mean, I don't really want to use any more of my spells.
You have a cantrip or something?
I mean, I could. Yeah. Damn it. That's really cool.
I mean, we have the definite advantage in this battle at the moment. We just need to continue to press. So any damage you can do would be good. I mean, you don't have to use a spell. So I'm not using another spell slot. My fireball was all we needed in this battle.
Yep.
I'm gonna use Vicious Mockery against Torment, actually.
Nice.
No, you may not.
All right. All right.
I'm game, but
I'm gonna use Vicious
fucked up.
Mockery against whatever that acolyte is. That's like straight in my.
Yep. What do you say?
I say, wow, your magic reminds me of Torment's. Pretty bad.
Oh snap!
Anyway.
Oh, and then she fails to save, and she's like, my worst fears have been realized.
Yeah.
What, roll damage?
My worst fears.
All right.
Go over and say,
Takes 5
remember
psychic
that,
damage.
Jesus. I'm gonna remember that one, Jesus.
Takes 5 psychic. You better remember that one, Jesus. Takes 5 psychic damage and disadvantage on her next attack roll. All right, Torment, you're up.
All right, no, there we go. All right, I move so I can gain vision on this guy over here, and I'm gonna hock a loogie.
Go ahead, do it. Roll with advantage, because I think you're so hidden that I don't think that acolyte even knows you're here. Great. So with a 25, that hits roll damage.
That'll do.
Ooh, 16 damage. Very nice. And then the fire, kind of like her robes are on fire, and she's kind of like, ha, 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 ha.
Nice.
Okay. Any bonus action?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back behind the pillar.
All right, Dismas, you're up.
All right.
Danny gotta move me back.
Oh, I got you.
Gorgo throw.
Yeah, you ready for some action?
Yeah. I'm another
All
5. I'm 5 feet short again.
No, but you have this one that's like almost dead.
Yeah, but I want to get the other one.
Yeah, I think you got it the first time. I don't think you're gonna get it
All
this
right,
time.
fine. All right. In that case, I'm going to
prepare yourself for action, and I can throw you as my action.
He took a lot of damage from my fireball and then my fire spit. You can probably take him out.
All right. I swing around Gorgo and then hide while I'm behind him, and then come at this guy.
Oh, I give you a slingshot.
Yeah. So I just like swing around while I'm behind you. I hide with a 13.
So 13 doesn't beat her passive perception, but
Okay.
you can still attack her.
Okay, and then I only have 2 attacks with my main weapon. So here they come. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's the correct numbers there. So 9 and
13
4
damage, and that's enough. So then you right through her throat, and then the blood starts spurting out of her throat where you stab her, and then she just drops to the ground.
All right. I slice her one more time, since I can.
Okay,
All right.
great. You do that.
Double tap.
Double tap.
Then this one looks at you all and says, "You'll never reach the top of the temple." And she just goes like bolting for the door.
Oh.
And she barrels through this door, and then uses her dash action, goes into all fours like wolf form, and just like, and is like completely gone out of sight.
Dang it. I knew I should have gone for her.
All right, let's start looting the bodies. Come on.
So unfortunately, acolytes and swashbucklers don't have any loot on them.
That makes it
All
easy
right.
though.
Well, we better go somewhere before she calls more people back.
Yeah, let's keep moving. I have to stay toward the back this time. I'm not diving in anymore.
Can we be stealthy or no? Probably
You
on
can
high
do whatever
alert.
you want to do. I mean, the door is standing wide open.
I would like to be stealthy.
Someone else take the lead for the
Okay,
rest
and you
of this
can
floor.
see, so you can see this acolyte, and she sees you come out the door, and then she says, "What is this? What is this for? This is your stealth check."
Yeah.
And she sees Cassian come out the door, and she says, "By the drowned sister's grace," and she kind of runs, takes like 4 steps, and leaps off the side of the temple.
Nice.
Gorgo chases after her to see where she landed.
Oh my god.
Okay, and you look over the edge, and you just see like the stars, right? Like you're like 4 stories up at this point, and she just like made a dive into the forest. Like you have no idea where she went, but you're outside, and you can hear like bugs chirping in the jungle. Like you are on like an outer edge of this like temple.
Gorgo looks at the stars, and everyone comes by and sees that I'm okay and I'm safe.
And then,
All right,
hey, for the
Dan.
folks who are still in that room, I think Cassian, you're standing next to like this giant like tiger statue, like kind of like balancing these like weird spheres, like this like ancient looking tiger statue.
Okay.
Well, Dan, knowing that we're in a good situation on the other side of the store, I go back and I loot the bodies.
No, there's nothing on them, right? They're just low level creeps.
I'm just making sure.
And yeah, there's this like ornate gold statue sitting here, and you can kind of tell like from where you're standing that like this statue was like placed here like ceremonially to like look out this doorway, like out into the jungle, like a watcher of the jungle.
Nice.
What can I see on the ground when I look down?
Jack shit, man. It's pitch black out. Like the sun has been like covered by these dark storm clouds. Like you can barely see shit. Like here, I'll give you this a little bit. And like you can look out, you're so high up, you can see like the tops of the heads of those really tall cat statues. And if you look down, you can see like the steps that you came up to get into the temple, and you can see like out into the forest.
All right. We gotta go around the back of this place.
This seems like a good place to do like one of those cinematics where we talk about our backstories.
Yeah, good background.
Yeah.
As we're all looking out, the stars.
the music comes
I'll
up.
go first.
If anybody else's board completely gray?
Gorgo smash.
There's a hallway down here.
Let's go down this way. Wait for us. Don't go too far.
I can't see anything.
Just hit F5, like reload your Chrome.
Aha. Looks like there's another hallway.
So these aren't hallways, right? You're on the outside of the temple. So you're walking
okay.
on like, it's like one of these, like an Aztec ziggurat. So you're like walking
Gotcha.
around a flat part that's on the outside. Like to your
Yeah.
left, Ezekiel, is
Yeah.
like the wall, the main wall of the temple.
This is awesome.
Okay.
Gorgo remembers that they said go around the back and go up the stairs to the back.
Yeah. Can we remember from being here last time where the elevator up to the 3rd floor is?
So you didn't go beyond the 2nd floor the last time.
Okay, and can we remember where Zhao's bedroom is?
Well, so it's back inside, but you now ascend like you're ascending like a 20-foot high staircase, and you reach a platform, and like at the seat of this platform is like a large stone door, and you are now like effectively like at the 3rd floor of the temple.
Oh.
Ooh.
Everyone stand back. Don't touch
I
it.
would like to inspect the stone door for traps or
Okay,
I
go
talk
ahead,
to
make an
distance to double
investigation
check.
check and just tell me what you roll, because I'm on a different screen right now.
Oh crap! Reloading screwed me up. Investigation. Here we go.
Yeah. When I drink my battle potion, I'm actually kind of worthless at traps and stuff.
Investigation. There it is.
Yeah, so with a 14 plus 5, 19, there's nothing wrong with this door. It's just a stone. It's not even a door. It's like a stone archway. And as you look up the stone archway, you see like another flight of stairs, like into like an open hallway, which is at the top of the stairs.
Sweet.
All right, I cast Arcane Eye and move it up the staircase.
Okay, so we're gonna do this in real time. I'm just gonna move your character, but it's not really your character. So the arcane eye, go ahead and cast it so it uses the spell slot. So the arcane eye goes up and you find yourself torment in this like empty room. And at one end of the room, you find like another like ornate statue, like the one that you found in the previous room. This one looking out onto the jungle to the north. So like kind of the same type of like ornate statue. And then there's some other like smaller statues in this room that seem pretty mundane. And then there's a couple of plants in this room and some braziers. And then to this side of the room, you see a door.
All right, I use Tamajori to open the door and move the Arcane Eye inside.
You can do that from...
I move up since I know the room is clear. I move into the side of the door so I can cast it open.
All right, I don't let Torment get too far ahead of me, so I'm gonna follow behind him a little.
Yeah, Gorgo's with you all too.
No.
Okay. So you use thaumaturgy to open this door. Sorry, I'm just consulting my notes here. Okay. So this door opens and you can move the arcane eye into this room and you see it's just an L-shaped room with a brazier in the corner, pretty well lit L-shaped room. And then there's another door over here.
Using the same technique, I do the same thing.
Okay, one second, sorry.
This is awesome. I like this spell.
Right?
Just
I
one.
just gotta remember to
second.
give myself the spell slot back.
Gorgo is looking at a golden statue or something, yes?
Hold on 1 second. Wait, what is your question, Gorgo?
What's in front of this what's this gold thing at the bottom of this floor here?
As a golden statue.
Look into the door.
Are you like, what are you doing?
I'm looking at it.
Okay. It
See
looks
if you
like
can lift it up.
it looks like a beautiful statue. And it's got like all sorts of like ornate little pieces to it.
I tell Gorgo to throw it off the edge.
Yeah.
Ransack it.
Throw it off the edge, Gorgo.
We'll pick it up on our way back around.
Push it over the edge. I want to see it fall down. It'd be fun.
Okay.
Like spit. It's like spit.
Gorgo, pick this up.
Can you push it off the edge?
That's gonna be a DM question.
Uh-oh, he's loading up battle map.
Well,
This
what I'm worried about is the eye doesn't trigger traps, probably. So.
is gonna be bad.
Okay, so wait, so are you doing
No,
anything
it's
with the statue?
invisible.
Are you seriously trying to pick up the statue?
Guys?
I mean, I just want to see what happened if it could. I just want to know if it could get pushed off the edge of the.
I mean, that's gotta weigh like 4,000 pounds.
Oh!
Gorgo could never.
I'm doing
Wow, that's a good roll.
it. I'm doing it.
Okay, go ahead. Make a strength roll with advantage because you have time.
It would weigh more than a tank.
Make an athletics check with advantage.
I like where this is going.
Okay.
Okay, double 10. So with an 18, you kind of pull, and you kind of like snap the bronze-ish, goldish face off the front of this thing. But when you do that, you sort of open like a secret chamber inside the statue. Not the way I expected the chamber to be revealed, but you pass the
Nice.
check nonetheless. So you are going to, and inside you find 2 magic items.
Yeah, yeah, Gorgo.
I say, Gorgo, give me one of those. It was our idea together. It was our
Absolutely.
idea
You want first
together.
or second, Justin?
You
So
pick. You did
inside
all the
statue-
legwork.
I got number 2.
Inside the
Okay.
statue, wow, you find a helm of comprehending languages
Ooh, nice one.
Oh.
and a single potion of mind reading.
Oh. Well, which one do you want?
Neither of those can really benefit me. I can hear people already, and not be able to communicate with them in the first place.
Okay.
I think it'd be best for you to have both of those.
I mean, the helmet definitely will because I already have like universal speech, but I can only use it like once. But if I can understand all languages, then I can literally like suggest in any language.
Oh, I definitely think you should have the helm comprehending languages for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take.
And he now translate in every language on paper.
All right, we'll have to figure that out as we go.
We're rewriting the Bible
Oh.
and we're selling it across this universe.
His ability to
There
feel
was these
people's thoughts would be amazing too, though, because he's our
the
Yeah.
talker.
He's a talker.
I mean, someone with good insight is the other argument, which is not me. Because then they could. I guess they don't. Yeah, never mind. That doesn't really make
But like,
sense.
I give the potion to what was it? The what was the other one to?
Potion of mind reading.
I give the potion of mind reading to Torment, and I tell him that if you ever feel as though you're being deceived or lied to by somebody, to use this potion to see if you could read their mind.
There you go.
Say, you get one shot, so use it when you absolutely need to.
spaghetti.
And I give it to Torment.
All right, thank you, sir.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Do you have to be attuned to the helmet?
I don't know. I would think so.
Okay.
Is there
Okay,
a chamber or
what's
passage
next?
behind this?
Sorry, what's your question?
Is there like a passage beyond this?
No, so you can see that on the other side is like a pretty thick, like 2 or 3 feet thick of concrete wall. The same thing that the whole temple is made out of.
Okay.
All right,
Does
guess
the
I
I
should-
mean, I'll tell you, like, haha, like you found the secret thing in this room. Like, there's nothing
How
else.
big is this head that I have in my hands now?
You know what? It's probably it's the size. It's probably a little bit larger than a human head.
Can I pocket it?
I mean, I don't know what pocket you would put a human head in.
My ass.
You don't exactly have a bag of holding. Think of it like a cast iron bowling ball.
Hmm. Can I wear it like a glove to pop the head off?
Even Goro would have a hard time holding that.
Sure, it's not going to do any more damage than your hammer is going to.
All right, then fuck it. We don't want it anymore.
Okay.
You could bowl it off the side of the temple. That could be fun.
right.
Yeah, chuck it off the side of the temple.
And we're gonna throw it out the side of the temple.
Hell yeah.
Done.
Nice.
Bye. All right, let's go in the door, guys. Come on.
All right.
Okay, you find yourself in an L-shaped room. And Torment, stop. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
I thought I was moving my eye, but all right.
No, I think Arcane Eye has a duration of 1 minute.
I think it's longer than that. 1 hour.
We're coming.
9. Okay. So you know what? You don't trigger a trap, but Gorgo, who is just running with reckless abandon, does. Gorgo, you make a dexterity.
Yeah. A dex save.
Yeah. 2 of them, actually.
Perfect.
And you actually can add an 8 to one of them.
Oh yeah.
Do you get to choose after?
I mean, you add it to your first one. So that's a 17.
Oh.
And a 19.
Nice.
So the 17 fails. The 19 succeeds. So as you go barreling through, the first like pressure plate that you step on. Sorry, I have to do a little revealing of these pressure plates. The first pressure plate you step on, like darts go flying out of the wall, like,
Whoa. I was
and they
so
all
close.
kind of like porcupine you in the back. And then the second one, you get kind of porcupine and you kind of stumble forward and you miss the second trap. So the second trap, all the darts miss you, but you do take a lot of damage.
Can I just say that I am wearing armor on my back? So can I take half damage?
So that's like a feat that you would normally take. It's not so much that it's in your back; it's like in your shoulders and your legs. But I will say, I just actually erased the damage. Hopefully this is better for you. It is not. So you go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. It's DC 18. It's a tough one.
All right, let's find out.
Okay, so with a 13, all of these darts go flying into your back, and I'm sorry to tell you, Gorgo, you take 26 poison damage.
Wait, did he already use the 8 points of?
Yeah, so he used the
Okay.
8 on the
deck save.
on the first one, and he failed it.
Skills called Shield, where I can block some stuff.
I don't think that does anything against damage where you fail a save.
See something.
And if you want to burn your charge of shield, you can take half damage.
No, it wouldn't stop. It's going to be an AC +5. I had nothing to do with that.
But if you want to burn your charge of shield, you can take half damage. You can take 13.
Okay.
Probably worth.
Okay.
Yeah,
You take 13 poison damage.
Deal. Thank you. And then I'm just like, I shake the needles off of me.
The needles, the Jersey Shore beach needles.
Corbin still has that spell going. We should wait for that.
All right, so hold on. That's that, and I'm at 44 health.
I tell Dismas to examine the poison, maybe suck the poison out of Gorgo's wounds.
Back around the corner, Dismas.
On his chubby back.
Like, come on, man.
Get the poison out.
Someone
Dismas.
else is leading. Hey, this wasn't my fault. Someone else is taking the lead this round, this floor.
And now I glance over at Torment, like arms up, like, what the fuck?
But I will get on your. I'll climb on your
Torment
back and
just
start
lifts
sucking
you
the
off.
blood out. I'll suck the poison out of your back, Gorgo.
Oh, come here.
Come
Come
on,
here. Do that.
This is going to a really weird place.
Brought to you by Primordial Secret.
Favor watch? Can we make favor watch?
Okay, so you're at this door. Now what?
I'm not touching anything else. I'm looking at the horned one. And I'm like, you do it.
I want to investigate the door for any, or in the door in the area for any more like traps.
Okay, so go ahead and make an investigation check.
Yeah. That's my worst one. That's nope. That's not intimidation. Investigation. Oh, okay. Well,
Okay, so with a 12 investigation, the door looks perfectly safe, and you see carved into it in a language that you can understand. It says a Hall of Kings on the door.
And I turn to my compatriots and I say, guys, this says Hall of Kings on the door. I don't know if it's in English for them to read it, but it'd be funny if it was too. I have to say it.
Yeah, I can read.
Okay. All right. I'm going to do the patented, Harry from Home Alone, tapping
Yeah, so
on
you
it.
check the door. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel warm to you.
Okay.
You open it.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna crack it, just kind of roll, just slightly, just give it a little crack.
Okay, make a stealth check.
That's what I was gonna do. Right?
First of all, Arcane Eye can move through a space of 1 inch, and I still have it for an hour.
Okay, so what do you want to do? You want to send your arcane eye down the hall?
Yes.
Okay, here, Rob. So that we don't. Remind me before our next session. I will give you an arcane eye token.
That's cool.
All right, fair enough.
But for right now, you move and describe. Can you pull up arcane eye on your character sheet? Is it strictly invisible?
It is invisible.
Create
The
an
character
invisible
can
magical
see
eye.
invisible. Yeah.
Got it. You create an invisible magical eye that can see out to 30 feet. There is no limit. Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. So your arcane eye, you get down the hallway, and what you notice as you're going down the hall with your arcane eye is you see that these are like pillars with ornate vases on them, like statues, like clay vases, and these bas reliefs on the wall, these beautiful depictions, and you notice that like on one side are like just kind of like landscapes, like tiger folk landscapes, and on the other side of the hall you see like carvings dedicated to like previous tiger kings. So like the first one you see is labeled the Magnificent Ming, and you see like this tiger, that like this regal looking tiger with like a big chest that wears kind of like a tiny little hat on its head, and like, you know, these robes. And then you get down the hall a little bit more and you see the next one, it says Bao the Beautiful, and you see this kind of like female tiger also kind of dressed in robes with like this like really cute bun on the top of her head. And then as you get down to the last one, you see you know, Zhao the exotic, and you see the exotic Zhao that you know and love with like a bandana tied around his head and like holding like a lyre, and like just like completely like juxtaposed to these other two, like, but the carving is just as beautiful as the other two, but like it's just got exotic Zhao on it. And then I don't remember.
I want to come see these things.
You can't see them because you're not there. I just have to check one thing.
I don't know if it matters, but I rolled a 14 for stealth.
Okay.
I rolled a 13.
I might have to. I actually think I might have to consult a book. I don't know. My books are upstairs. 1 second. Let me just double check something.
Yes, I did find a +5 greatsword.
You found a what?
I said yes, consult the book. I did find a +5 greatsword just laying right there on that vase.
Okay. So yeah. So then at the end of the hall, you see a Mykokin that looks completely different than any that you've seen before, and you can get pretty close to this thing since you're invisible. And it's wearing like a hood over its head and these big like giant beads in like a necklace, like these big heavy beads that like the size of baseball. So like imagine like a necklace like made of baseballs. And then down on its side, you can see like kind of like lightning kind of like flickering through its fingers. It's kind of standing there, like looking forward, like through its hood. Like it doesn't acknowledge the arcane eye, but you can also tell that it's like in a little bit of a defensive stance. Like it knows that something is coming. And then to your left, you see a door.
All right. Does the door have a lock or a keyhole, I should say?
You know what? I think that there's probably 1 inch underneath every one of these doors.
There we go.
You know what? You used a spell slot. You might as well get it. So now you're in this part of the temple, and you see now the same shaft that you've seen on the first 2 floors, like the shaft of sunlight kind of coming into the room. And this one, because you're now on the 3rd floor, instead of it being just a railing, it's like concrete pillars, like every 1 foot. So the sun kind of diffuses through these pillars into the rooms of the temple. But like, this is not something that like somebody's like accidentally falling through. Like this is, and you can see down into like the main floor of the temple from where you are, Rob.
Okay.
You walk down, you see a brazier in this hallway. You see some plants. You see another gold statue at the end of this hallway, and you find another door.
Under the door.
Okay. Under the door, and in this room is like chock full of pillars. There's like a gold statue. This one actually looks like the statues that are like in front of the temple. And in this room, you also see, in this room, you see some enemies. So you see 1, 2 of the acolytes, 3 of the swashbucklers just kind of like hanging around. And then as you continue to move through this room, you find the elevator to the 4th floor.
Hell yeah.
There we go. While my eye is doing this, I'm communicating to the rest of the group what I'm seeing and where it's going through the hallways.
What do you look like when you're doing this arcane eye? Like, are you in a trance or what?
Like
Yes,
the eyes roll in the back of your head.
That's what I was.
No,
picturing.
my eyes go from blood red to a bright blue, as if like almost transparent and opaque, as if my vision has left my sight and traveled with the arcane eye.
Got it. That's perfect. And then as you continue moving through this room past the elevator, you see another one of those like badass lightning dogs that you just saw. And then around this corner, you come across another door.
Under the door.
Okay. And this room, this is just an empty stone room with like the largest of all the statues that you've seen so far in the room. Like this room is probably 20 feet wide. The gold tiger statue at the end of this hallway shows like a tiger like seated in like crisscross applesauce and like almost like a meditating tiger, and you can it's like 20 feet wide. It's enormous.
Can I find a way behind it?
Gosh, I don't know how you could do that with an arcane eye. Like you can examine it pretty thoroughly, and I mean, you know what? Like it doesn't. You know what? I can tell you, it does not appear that there isn't a way to get past it, but you just can't figure it out without being there.
Understood.
Okay, and that's where this whole thing dead ends.
Okay. I draw back the arcane eye into the long hallway.
Okay, so the arcane eye comes back into this hallway, back past this like lightning priest, back past, you know, a 5-pack of Mycokins and an elevator.
And I imagine it can't travel up the elevator shaft, right?
I don't think it can travel up. I think it hovers 3 feet off the ground.
That's kind of my thought too. I just was asking you as a meta question.
Then you're back into this room, 2 small statues, but no enemies. Oh, 3 statues and no enemies.
The statue. Wait, the room that has the urns in it. That doesn't that have like something at the end of the hallway? You said, or
so that has an enemy at the end of the hallway.
Okay, so that room does.
An enemy who, by all accounts of the arcane eye, can sense your presence, like knows you're here.
Okay.
That is like waiting there, like with a hood on, like I know you did last summer, like looking out through this hood, like sparking lightning between their fingers, like waiting for folks to come down this hallway to fight.
All right, I'm gonna now use minor illusion to create an image of a charging Gorgo that heads down the hallway.
So are you dispelling the arcane eye? Because I know for sure minor illusion and arcane eye are both going to require your concentration. So you need to drop concentration in the arcane eye if you want to do anything with the.
Well, yeah, there's not much I can do with the arcane eye.
I seriously almost deleted you off the map. I was like, delete, like no more.
That would have been something.
So you're back outside of the room. Ezekiel is hiding behind a pillar inside the room. Gorgo is hiding behind nothing inside the room. You guys can talk about what you want to do next.
I'm pretending to be a statue.
Okay.
I want to use a minor
Absolutely
illusion to provoke an attack that could help us maybe trigger some traps or cause this creature to come towards us so we can gain a quicker attack.
If you can make it waste its first turn, like casting a spell, that would be...
Precisely. Now, it can sense the arcane eye, so it might be able to sense the minor illusion, but I think it's worth a shot, especially since it's a cantrip.
And if Torment like explains really well to Cassian where this guy is, could he shadow step to him?
And then like drop a stunning strike. So shadow step has a range of 60 feet.
Okay.
So if you could stealth to like the 3rd pillar in this room, like can you see in the room?
No, not yet.
No, we can't see anything.
If you could stealth to, but I mean, Torment gives you a good description. If you could stealth to the 3rd pillar in this room, you could do that. You don't have access to pass without trace anymore. I think that's a once per day, but check. Maybe it's a once per short rest.
Dismiss, were you frightened by any of this action here?
Yeah, I was frightened.
Well, that's like a regular casting of it, but I'm trying to think of what feature you have. Let me just check your character sheet, folks.
You talking about me?
Well,
Yeah, you.
I mean, I'm also like proficient in stealth, aren't I? Like,
Can I use feces as a projectile to check to see if there's any more traps on the ground between here?
Yeah, that's a good call. What we need is a 15-foot pole.
Yeah.
all right.
Oh,
Torment whips it out.
can I?
Wrong
Can
Not
I?
gonna do it. Not gonna have it. Not have
oh,
it.
Hector.
Okay, so hold on.
Conjuring
As
is
an
inner
action, you
Hector.
can spend- okay, so as an action, you can spend 2 key points to cast Pass Without Trace anytime you want.
Okay, can I do a stealth check first to decide if I want to use Pass Without Trace?
Sure. Okay, it's a 17.
Okay, I'll use my 2 key points.
Okay.
Pass Without Trace.
So that's a 27. So you can go ahead and move.
And everybody around me gets it too. Right?
Yeah, I think I would
I'm gonna
follow.
roll. So I'm gonna do like on our favorite show. I'm gonna do a box of doom roll. Okay, so you post up at that third pillar. Okay,
This one?
and yep, and the enemy at the end of the hallway is going to make a perception check. On a 19 or a 20, they detect.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you.
So on a 19 or a 20, they're going to detect you.
Okay, I mean, Pass Without Trace says I can't be tracked unless by magical means.
Right, but you're at plus 10 stealth. So your stealth is 27.
Okay.
Okay, so with a 12, they do not track you.
Did anybody come with me since they have?
I was thinking about it, but
I'm gonna come over to this spot behind this statue here and creep up against the wall. But I want to make sure there's no traps here that I'm gonna step on.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna step at the wind, which is another key point, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I've just used 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
all right,
Let's
I'll at
take the
least get up
win.
to this next second pillar, I guess. I don't know. I start running as soon as you teleport. How about
Okay,
that?
yeah. So I go invisible and then I come back. Pow.
Okay, great. So you're gonna take your first like surprise turns because you've now surprised this person.
And then we roll
Okay,
initiative.
so which means we're gonna roll for initiative. Okay. We're going to roll for initiative.
Okay.
Everyone?
Okay. And you're all going to get to take a turn before this thing takes a turn. And Cassian's going to get like first crack at this thing. So Thobar, I need you to roll initiative.
I did.
Okay. You got a 12.
Like it was meant to be that way anyway.
Okay.
Yes, it's perfect time.
Cassian, go ahead.
Perfect.
You take your first turn. So you floop out of existence, then you floop right back in this thing's face.
And then I hit him with a stunning strike.
Okay, great. So roll your attack.
I roll the attack first. Okay.
Yep. But you have to hit in order to do a stunning strike. Okay, with advantage, a 16. Ooh. Okay, 16 hits.
Huh. Okay. Where is my stunning strike?
I just want to tell you that while stunning strike is going to give you advantage, because this is a surprise round, He's not gonna. The Kraken Priest is not gonna take an action on their turn no matter what.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, then I'll just keep hitting him.
Okay, so first hit is a 16. So pop.
But none of the other ones are at advantage, right? Because now he's no
That's
longer
right.
17.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna say they're all at advantage because you're really like I'm really like living this scene of you just like blinking out of existence. Okay. So the first one is a 16 that hits. The second one's a 25, and then you can either bonus action or like bonus action. Oh, you already, yeah, you can bonus action if you want.
Oh, I haven't rolled any damage yet, have I? Oops.
Nope.
Okay, and then just one more hit for my bonus action.
Yep.
Or.
And you can make that with advantage.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay, and a 20 that's going to hit. 13 is 20. So go
Okay,
ahead
so
and roll damage 2 more times.
2 more times.
Okay, 7, 5, and okay, and 8, 7, 5, and 8 is 20. So you 20 points of damage. Pop, pop, pop. You get it 3 times, and this character is surprised. So next up is going to be Torment.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. Right, so that gets me 60, right?
Yep. So
And
that's your
then
whole turn.
and then I'll use a bonus action to Misty Step behind this pillar.
Okay,
Nice.
that's your turn. Silver, you're up.
Okay.
Bring your short legs ass over here.
Would you like me to carry you?
Oh, you're actually fast. 35 feet. Is that from being a Damphir?
I believe it is.
Yeah, 35.
Actually,
That's
so that means
nice.
I could go one more square. Boink. Sweet.
Okay.
What is the?
So wait, did you move 70?
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's your action.
Yep.
Do you have a bonus action?
I'm not gonna. No, I'm alright.
Okay, Zeke, you're up.
Okay. So I guess I'm just gonna move out from this thing. I can move like I think 60 feet because I have like that dash thing as boots. So I can move up. Let's move up so I can kind of see this thing. Still don't see it. There we go. All right, so now I can see it. Let's see how far I am. About 60 feet. Perfect. Okay. Okay. I have been carrying with me for a very long time a crossbow bolt that has poison on it from some of our earliest adventures.
Oh, nice.
I do remember that.
I have not used it yet. I'm now going to load it and I'm going to shoot it at this thing.
Dope.
That's my move. That's gonna be my turn.
I'm excited about this.
Let's see what happens here. Crossbow.
Just picture you're shooting at Smog.
Um,
have one arrow.
One hit. One shot, this guy. Whew.
Oh,
Speaking of-
crit.
That'll do.
Insta kill.
Ooh.
Nice.
Whoa, crit.
But what's the damage?
Wow.
So you have a poison tipped crossbow bolt?
Yes, he has a poison tip crossbow bolt he just
It'll be
critted with.
2d6.
Who knew
so
the
you
bard
roll
was a
4d6
marksman?
You roll 4d6 plus your dex.
4. Okay. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And my dex modifier is. My dex modifier. plus 2.
Okay, so roll 46 plus 2.
Yeah.
19.
19
Nice.
damage. Wow. Crossbow bolt just boom takes this thing right in the chest.
Almost 20 damage from one goddamn bolt.
That's
I
awesome.
was saving it, and I say, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna hit it with unsettling word, just in case anyone else wants to do something. And I say to it, guess where that poison came from? The poison came from my butt.
Oh,
shit.
Unsettling word.
poison.
That's I'm very unsettled.
Yeah.
Okay, and he goes,
So-
and you
you
hear him kind of go, "No, not
So next save, you would roll the what is it? I think it's a one die 8. Yeah, 1d8.
Okay.
Yeah. So on your next 1d8 save, you roll them.
Okay, so now it's Gorgo. Gorgo's up.
what kind of floor is this?
It's linoleum.
Perfect. I'm doing Rockstar
They
slide dash.
They covered the hardwood with the linoleum.
I'm doing a dash. You guys ready for it? I'm going to slide across it like I'm a rock star. Here we go.
Hell yeah.
Jack Black
Nice.
Look at that
style.
shit. And now I'm up against the wall.
Okay, Gorgo, I'm just imagining Gorgo doing his jabber jaw, like tink, 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 like sneak walking, while everybody else is just charging down this hall.
Yeah.
And I yell at the Cassian like, you're doing a great job. But it's Gorgo smash. All right, that's my turn. I'm done.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to move up 30 feet first to see if I can see anything. Oops. I have lost the ability to. Dang it. Oh, I see. It's not my turn.
It should be your turn.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
It
it's
just hasn't changed.
still in the queue as it's Gorgo's turn.
You can click end your turn, Gorgo.
How?
In the combat tracker, at the bottom of it.
My combat tracker disappeared.
Okay, it's okay. Dismas, you're up. Sorry, I'm just looking at something else.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't see anything, so I will use my action to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there it is. And then I'll use my bonus action to hide.
Okay, you got it.
Fuck.
And then next up, okay, we're back to the top of the order. So now this guy's in play. So Cassian, you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit him with a stunning strike.
Okay.
I pushed the wrong button. Sorry. I can never find it. There it is. Okay. Do I attack with that? Yeah, I have to attack first, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. 14.
14 does not hit.
Okay, then on my second hit, I'll hit him with a stunning strike.
Okay.
24.
24 does hit. So he'll roll the con save. And it's a DC 14 and passes the save, so not stunned.
Wait. You have to roll.
Oh, minus 1d8?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
A 1 and he saves. I'll roll this one publicly. A 1 and he saves. He had a 15. It's a DC 14. So anything higher than a 1 and he fails to save.
Not public.
That was not public, but what was it?
Oh, but it was a 5.
Woohoo!
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Stunned.
Okay.
And I'll just use my bonus action as.
Hey, make sure you attack that one with advantage, and also roll damage on your attack.
Oh. Okay, so
Okay,
here.
that's good.
Yes.
And let's not forget to roll the damage. There it is.
Okay, so
Nice.
10 damage. So, pow! You hit him right in the chest with like an open palm.
Reese is getting the business.
Yes, single enemies, no match for us. That stun is strong.
And then an 18 that hits, and that's another 6 damage. Great. This guy's in rough shape. You're not gonna get to see any of his cool tricks.
That's the idea.
That's a 4th level
We have
spell
another
that we
one
used.
in the other room. We don't need cool tricks right now.
Okay, so Torment, you're up.
I step out from behind the pillar, spit some fire, spit hot fire.
Give him the dial on.
Dylon. Oh no! You get to attack with advantage. He's stunned.
Oh, that's right. I'll roll another one.
First one is a 10 that misses. Second one is a 19. 19 is going to hit.
Woo!
Oh, that'll do.
Nice.
So 11 damage. Man, this person is the fire hits, the robes go up, like his fur starts to singe, like he's like frozen in place. Silver, you are up.
Yes, I'll get another.
Get him.
I'll finish it.
Finish him!
Finish.
Dad.
Suck his blood.
All right, so let's bathe you in the light. You know, he can't. Can he even make a save?
So he automatically fails dex saves.
Jeez.
Just roll damage.
Stun is so broken. Oh,
No!
nice.
Oh my
nice
goodness.
minimum.
Oh man, I can't. I would normally give this to you, but you rolled double ones.
Mm-hmm.
You got any abilities that let you like re-roll your damage?
No.
Oh man, so 7 damage is just not enough. This guy's hanging on by a thread. This is like a Terminator. Like he's been like stunning strike, lit on fire, holy fire from the sky, and he's still just standing there like frozen in place. Ezekiel, you're up.
Okay. So I mean, I feel like this guy's got to be like just about gone.
So even though he didn't take a turn, shouldn't he have taken a turn on the poison damage? Or does that wait till his turn starts?
No, so poison doesn't work like that in
Just
5e
get extra damage.
unless it like specifically calls for it.
I'm just asking because he's poisoned.
Well, he's not poisoned, so he took poison damage from the dart. He is not poisoned.
So I'm gonna hit him with another vicious mockery, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be like, because I noticed that like, he's like a priest, because I can tell by his like clothes that he's a priest. And I'm gonna be like, you're a blasphemer. There's only one true God. The true God is Jesus, and he will smite thee, blasphemer. And then you gotta see if you can make the save.
So wisdom save. He can still take wisdom saving throws, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he passes that save. Does he take half damage?
No, only on this.
Okay. So that wasn't enough. Gorgo,
Right.
you're up.
All right.
The Kraken priest is up, but he can't do anything. Gorgo, you're up.
Gorgo's got 30 feet to move, so he's gonna run right next to Cassian. He's gonna make sure like to stop and pat Thover on the back, like you tried, buddy.
Good try, bud.
And then he's gonna come over this way.
That's inspiring. Go ahead and just roll with advantage. Like we gotta finish this guy off.
All right.
Mhm.
Attack advantage.
You got him.
19.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
crit,
it.
baby.
All right, crit damage.
Wow.
There we go.
23 points of damage. Your hammer just like crushes his skull like down into his neck, and weirdly like he immediately like dissolves into like this pool of black sludge and just like like flows away, but he is dead and leaves behind like no. Oh, I just made you take 23 points of damage. Sorry.
Please no.
Fixed you.
Was that Kraken Priest?
Dead.
He just came to the dead condition.
All right, I remind everybody that the hallway next is clear to
Okay,
the
wait,
room.
hold on. And I'm sorry to interrupt you. I have to use the restroom.
Okay.
We are either, I mean, we can come back here next week, or we can, I don't know what time. It's getting late for everybody, right?
It's 11:45 here. Yeah.
I'm okay if we want to continue this next week.
Yeah, it's good. We got it. We can
I mean-
just come back next week.
Yeah. All we need to do is remember that there's 3-4 guys in the next room. There's a hallway, and then the next room has got one of the badass priests that we just smoked
Man.
in the back, and then there's a couple swashbucklers and whatnot
Okay.
in the middle room.
Okay. If that's what everybody wants to do, is there anybody who feels really strongly that they want to do that last combat before we go? No? Okay.
Whatever.
No, I mean, we're
So-
doing 2 weeks in a row. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We are doing
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row. Well,
Yeah, we're
awesome.
not gonna. Yeah.
Well, listen, Arcane Eye is worth every penny of that 4th level spell.
Yeah, hell yeah.
that really did help a lot.
That is super cool, man. All right. We'll come back next week. And we
Yes.
will finish out the 3rd level of this temple, and we will continue on to the 4th and final level. This is great. And I think this is really good getting through this this portion of the adventure. My goal with this dungeon was to have something that was engaging and exciting, but also faster than the lair of the Coral Basilisk. And I think we spent like half a session, a whole session today, and I'm feeling really confident that next session will be like out of this temple.
Nice.
We're also much stronger this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helps.
Well, believe it or not, the enemies are much stronger too.
Well, we've
Well,
all
not-
read our character sheets now. Myself included.
Now we know all of our abilities.
All right. Well, let's get back at it next week. Thanks everybody for playing.
All right,
More secrets.